Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I loved it.
My name's Jay Milne. #Blue.
Our sports update deliverer, the Coon.
I'm Zachary Gubish, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid? You might be honest.
All right, here's what's going on in the nest.
We have comments from Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, Jake Walman, and Chris Knobloch. We have a contract extension for Elks running back Justin Rankin. He's going to join us on the show. We have the NHL season getting underway. We have the Blue Jays with a chance to sweep the New York Yankees. And we have balloons right here in the studio. If you're watching us on YouTube, you can see them. If you're on iHeartRadio or TuneIn Radio, wonderful apps. Thanks for using those as well. There are balloons on the desk between Jay and I. Now, on the video, you can't quite see all of them. They are cascading off the desk onto the floor. Jay has knocked most of them now onto the floor by spiking another balloon into them. It is Jay Milne's birthday. Happy birthday to my friend and colleague, Jason Milne. And, of course, these balloons were, this collection of balloons were prepared by EST Hangout sensation Jasmine Sidhu. Now, last week, I challenged her live on the air to come up with something noticeable yet subtle. Well, not subtle. Something noticeable but not time-consuming. Like, don't plan Jay a birthday month. Don't plan that he's going out and doing shots for 6 hours.
No.
Plan something that recognizes his birthday, but it's over.
This is great.
This is it. There are balloons. There are birthday balloons.
And thank you, everybody, for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. Dustin said that it was my birthday this morning and that I was turning 50. That is not true. I'm actually turning 55.
Did he actually think you were turning? You're turning 55.
Yeah. Dustin, of all people, would know we're the same age. Turning 44 today. Reid took me across the road, took Benny and I across the road.
It was your idea, kind of.
To Dollar Tree.
You persuaded me with a gaming store.
I did. We did go to a gaming store and bought me onion rings and sour keys. So life's good.
So, yeah, we had some treats, and I'll be bringing you another treat probably before the end of the week.
Oh.
From an establishment that you enjoy. So hopefully that's good. Yes, there are pictures of Jay on some of the balloons. I don't know if I can safely reposition them. I think there are a couple of me as well. But Jasmine did a great job.
Fantastic.
And now we all seem like we did something for your birthday, whereas really it was just Jasmine.
That's great. I appreciate anything.
But this is all you needed. This is probably more than you needed.
This is just the right amount. That really is.
There are balloons.
Yeah.
Were there balloons in your household?
No, but there was lots of hugs. There was lots of kisses for my girls. Got an early birthday gift this morning. Got a little, really neat actually. It's concentrated coffee, liquid coffee. You put 2 tablespoons in, add your milk or water, and it's a iced coffee ready to go.
Oh, because you love iced coffee.
Oh, it was a great gift. Yeah.
Perfect. Zachary Holman says, hey, Glue Guy, it's my birthday too. I'm turning 30 today. Happy birthday, fellow October 7ther.
Happy birthday, Zachary.
Jasmine says, have to have a touch of celebration. You know what I'm ashamed to admit? I have no idea when Jasmine's birthday is. I could have missed it twice by now.
We all could have. We should find that out.
How do we subtly find out without making it seem like we didn't know?
Oh, no, didn't she talk about it because she did it? So it's
I'm sure we have her birthday.
Or maybe it's in the spring. Maybe it's in the spring, because didn't she turn it into a birthday week?
It was.
And that's how this happened?
I'm going to search our text conversation for the word birthday.
Yes.
I must have wished her a happy birthday. Oh, nope. There's no reference to that at all.
Oh, no. Okay, we'll find out.
Well, I just ruined everything.
We'll just put our investigative...
Yeah. How will we find out?
Reporting skills.
Hopefully wasn't yesterday or tomorrow. That would be the worst case scenario.
No, I think it's in the spring.
Yeah, I think it's like in March or something. It's probably March 12th.
So you know what? You want to make my birthday happy? Give me a thumbs up. Give the show a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Click, click, click. Right?
I'll do it right now. It's not coming through. What's happening? Wait a minute. I was muted.
Click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
All right. So there we go. Jay's birthday. That's all you want to talk about it? We'll maybe refer to it again later.
I'm not one of these people that won't, don't do it. Whatever. If we want to talk about it, we can.
No.
I'm just excited to be here. That's what I'm most excited about.
Is this TV working or not? Matthew's quite mad at us.
TBD, bro. So we
have the ESTV.
We couldn't find the remote the whole last week.
Right.
And Matthew came in and found it in a matter of seconds.
Well, he hid it on us. I think it was an elaborate ploy.
I think he planted it. I think he had it locked in his office, amongst other things, during his week time off. And he just, where's the remote?
Yeah, then he had it up his sleeve and he brought it in here.
He slithered in here and put it in a very easy spot to look at. I looked at that desk. I think he planted it.
I think it's a plant. So we got to get it. Okay, so the baseball game's in a rain delay. Is that right, Coop? But the hockey season is, I imagine they're raising their banner or whatever they do when they win the cup. But the Panthers are playing right away against the Blackhawks. Rangers, Penguins at 6 Mountain Time. Colorado, La Kings at 8:30 Mountain Time. Oilers tomorrow against Calgary. You may have heard. 8 o'clock game at Rogers Place. We will have the Oil Stream pregame show at 7, hosted by Tom Gazzola, and then he's on after the game as well to break it down. Of course, Zach Cassian, part of that programming. Ben Thompson's going to be on the technical desk this year. I will be doing Reid's Read for the after the home games, presented by
Ewell.
And it's David Ewell. That's
David
also a big
Ewell.
Word of the Day fan.
Yes.
Okay.
Huge Word of the Day
He sent
fan.
in some Words of the Day.
He's giving away a pair of tickets to the Saturday night game. Dustin has all the details on the morning show.
Okay.
So tune in from 6 to 7. Well, the whole show.
You tune in for the whole show.
But from 6 to 7, they're going to give you instructions on how to win those tickets.
All right. Well, let's try and get something on the ESTV.
We can. I can do that.
Yeah. There's an extra monitor. Yeah. The Coob went over there and I was like, Coob's gonna put a game on, and then he just walked away.
I thought you took the remote back to the desk. We don't want to lose it back there again. It'll get caught up in whatever bags and headphones we have over there. Banny
We'll figure it out. All right. So
what do we want to watch? What are we watching? Are we
Well, I
going to
think
TSN or
the baseball
Sportsnet?
game's in a rain. I think it's on Sportsnet.
The baseball or hockey?
Hockey should be on Sportsnet. Yeah, Sportsnet 1.
We got some options then, baby.
Yeah, we got tons of options. Because is the baseball? It's delayed. It never even started. Coop? That's tragic. Why didn't they dome the stadium in Detroit? What are they thinking? It's probably snowing.
It could be.
Blue Jays, Yankees coming up a little after 6. A lot to talk about, of course. Connor McDavid answered questions from the assembled media horde today, and it was a horde. It was a horde. I mean, look, the Oilers are a well-covered, very popular team. A lot of media outlets are always there. But today it was, I would say, close to double the usual media, because all the TV stations sent news people, which meant another camera person and another reporter. So that was a little different, first of all. I will say this, Jay. It's interesting when people come, because, like, you've gotten to know the drill, when practices are, when the availabilities are, what tape me or Tom's going to be bringing back, when Knobloch speaks relative to practice or games. So someone messaged me this morning who I kind of know more through their spouse than this actual person. And this person DM'd me, and I haven't seen this individual in probably over a year, and said, when is Connor McDavid speaking today? And I said, after practice, and practice is at 11. And I got a reply, thank you. I was like, okay, I've done my nice little friendly Wilkie work today. Hey, Luke Gazzik's on TV.
Hey, Luke's on TV.
Yeah, great guy. And then I got another message about 15 minutes later. And how long is practice? 2 hours? And I really could have been, I could have been an awful human. I could have been like, yeah, send your camera there for 1:30. You'll be good. But that would have been mean. So I was like, no, I said, maybe 45 minutes or so. And then at practice, a news reporter came up to me after Walman had already spoke and said, so is McDavid speaking after practice? And I said, yes. And they said, so what, how long is that? Like a couple of hours? I was like, no, again, 40 to 45 minutes. So I don't know where I just kind of know. I've been around it a long time, but I never have known hockey practices to be a couple of hours long. Like this doesn't happen at any level, does it?
Oh, I'm sure at some levels. Maybe not 2 hours. Maybe an hour and a half.
Maybe, I guess, depending.
But I guess it just tells you how this is bringing out a lot of different cameras and media outlets to get coverage on this, right?
Like massive. Massive.
How many people were around that scrum, would you say? If you could put a number on it. 20?
30? No,
30?
Over 20 for sure. I mean, there were, because usually, like some days, even for big stories, there might only be 3 cameras.
Right.
Because TSN, Sportsnet, and Oilers Plus. You know, and then maybe Global's probably the best of the TV stations, I think.
Right.
For having coverage. But yeah, there were probably 7 or 8 cameras today. Now, I'm not saying this to, mock people. I'm just saying, like, because, when I was at Chet, sometimes I'd have to go to the Ledge or City Hall. And it's like, don't stand there. Don't stand. It's like, holy crap. It's tough. So I'm saying I sympathize for these people that they, the things that might be basic for those of us who move in the sports world all the time, they're trying to figure everything out as they go. And then Walman spoke by the wall outside the dressing room. So we're at the end of the tunnel, basically, where you see them go out for the games. And McDavid wanted to do the scrum in the dressing room, in his locker. He didn't want to do it at the podium. Well, the Hall of Fame room was being used today anyway. He just wanted to do it in his locker. So after Walman spoke, a lot of the camera people were like, great, I got a position. And then somebody kind of was like, oh, hey, by the way, we're going in the dressing room. And they start getting their tripods ready to go in. It's like, no, you can't take your tripods into the dressing room. Like there's no room. Like we got to run in there and set them up. So a different flow for these people, but I'm sure now they got through it. They're like, great, now I know what happens when I go to Oilers and it's a busy day.
Yeah. No, that's actually pretty interesting. Why do you think is this Connor McDavid just trying to downplay this, or
I think a little bit.
Yeah,
I think he knows it's a big deal, but he'd probably. I don't know. It's got to be a weird thing for him because he doesn't want to make it all about himself, but he's also not an idiot and he knows it's about him. But I also think I know that the players don't like being in the Hall of Fame room because during COVID, first they had to do everything on Zoom and then it got, slowly started shifting back, but it was still okay. The media can be there in person, but we're in the Hall of Fame room. So they had to come up and sit at the podium or stand at the podium like Knobloch does. And I know they didn't like doing that. Right. I think they just felt like it added to their day. Now they got to walk over here and they got to do this and it's more formal. I think they just prefer to stand in a group, whether they like us or not. It's familiar faces. And it's like, okay, it's a bunch of people asking me questions. Most of them have been doing it for years. Yada, yada, yada. We're done. As opposed to waiting for the mic to be passed around and you feel like you're up there giving a symposium or something. So I think they prefer just sort of doing a scrum, taking a few questions, and then when it's over, they turn back to their locker, finish getting changed, or go back to the changing area and go on with their day.
And the Oilers ain't telling them what to do. Like Connor says, I want to do it in front of my locker. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and again, today the Hall of Fame room was being used because even Knobloch did a scrum with all of us just standing outside the dressing room. I don't know how that discussion would have gone. I mean, maybe they would have said, hey, like there's going to be double the normal media. It might be more convenient to do it. But if he was like, yeah, I don't want a news conference type presentation. I just want to do it, then fine.
Very in line with his new extension.
Right. And he did say some interesting things today.
Yeah, I'm excited to dive into this.
So we're going to get to that in the Oiler Understood coming up in about 6 or 7 minutes. We're going to have Justin Rankin on the show as well. Shawn Belle, our colleague here at EST, and he's on Hello Hockey every Saturday at 10 with Tom Gazzola. He'll join us at 4 o'clock. That's going to be throughout the hockey season, Tuesdays at 4. Later on in the show, Jason Milne and I are going to make our guaranteed to be correct NHL predictions. We're going to predict all 16 playoff teams. We're going to say who beats who in the Stanley Cup final, and we're going to predict the Oilers' record. And that is our off-topic topic, which is kind of an on-topic topic today, for William Huff. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions. Their unparalleled customer service, combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best it can be, is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website, WilliamHuff.com. Give them a shout, 780-454-4536. So here's all we need from you. John, thank you. He's saying a lot of the academy hockey programs are about an hour and 15 minutes. So fair enough. So 2 hours, I think, would be unusual, but whatever. But thanks, John. So we want for your predictions, tell us who beats who in the Stanley Cup final. You can do any combination of these. Who beats who in the Stanley Cup final? What is the Oilers' record going to be? So wins, losses, overtime losses, and then points, or we can add up the points. And then, but what we really want is something overly specific or goofy. or something, we do this all the time with predictions, something that, overly specific or unusual that's going to happen. And this can be outright silly. Like The Rock becomes NHL commissioner.
Right.
So I'll give mine. And you can save yours.
Sure.
Here's mine. So I didn't go goofy, but I went something that's possible and quite specific. Okay? Peter DeBoer will be the coach of the Los Angeles Kings by New Year's Day. Woo! There's mine. There's my off-topic prediction.
That's a
so
hot take.
It's not one of the main 3 category predictions we're doing, which is playoff team, Stanley Cup final, and Oilers record. Something else, an off-topic prediction. Can be humorous, can be along the lines of what I just gave. Peter DeBoer will be the coach of the LA Kings by New Year's Day.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Thanks.
So, Stanley Cup.
Who beats who in the Cup final?
Who wins, Oilers record, and fun fact.
Yes, that's what we want from people. They don't have to do all 16 playoff teams. Or they can just pick one of those.
Or one. Start sending them
whatever you want to do. It's you're the listener of the show. You can participate to the degree that you choose. We got to get to the afternoon headlines presented by 100.3 The Bear. 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today.
This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. Connor McDavid referred to his dog Lenny when he answered questions today. Well, the Oilers better start barking tomorrow against the Flames. Hey, Cowtown, better hope your cowboy boots can keep out the oil. How about Jaguars quarterback Justin Lawrence? That kid has as much moxie as he does hair. Back in my day, he'd get clippers before he got his playbook. Bieber on the hill for the Bluebirds in the Bronx. The Yankees will be saying, baby, 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 no, trying to hit his nasty stuff. I'm Chet Palmer. Chet Palmer for 100.3 The Bear. Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today. Well, Chet's up on the modern music. But he has long hair. He's not a fan of the long-haired athletes.
Well,
he'll tolerate them, but he'd prefer if you kept it a little, trimmed it up a little bit, Lawrence. You just see Chet Palmer in a Jacksonville scrum. Hey, hey, Trav, looks like you got quite the arm, but what about that hairdo?
Yeah. I like that. Like Ronnie Bass. Sunshine. You know what movie that's from? Ronnie Bass?
Is that one of the Will Ferrell sports movies?
Remember the Titans.
Oh, I've seen that.
He was the quarterback that came in from California that they had to cut his hair. Sunshine.
So did he have really long hair?
Yeah.
Remember Mr. Burns? Mattingly, trim those sideburns. Yeah. The Yankees just lifted their no facial hair policy in February. Who was I watching a game with? Oh, when my buddy came over on Saturday, he was like, because there was one Yankees pitcher or guy in a dugout had this pretty bushy beard. And he's like, I think they just lifted that within the last couple of years. So I Googled it. It was February 2015. They finally said you can have a beard.
My
on
word.
The Yankees.
Should we get to a limerick right off the top? We've got lots of limericks coming in.
Really? Because it's your birthday. Because people are all titillated.
Yeah, titillated. This one comes in from William Mikespear. Connor's news did not seem real. It made us all want to squeal. But now I have plans to teach all Leaf fans what is a team-friendly deal.
Oh, wow.
He says, and happy birthday, Jay. Thank you, thank you, thank you. There's another one from a Bootski Jay's birthday limerick. A wish for the gluest of guys who deserves a really big prize. Perhaps an Esty? A treasure chesty? Quick, Reid, bake him some pies. Well done.
Give us a thumbs up if you're on YouTube. We're already over 40. We want to get to at least 100 every show. We did get I don't know if we hit 250 in the aftermath. We were almost at 250. which is pretty cool. You can get in touch by posting in the Nasty Chat on YouTube. Again, hit the thumbs up there. Email j@edmontonsportstalk.com, reid@edmontonsportstalk.com, and of course, you can text.
No, you go ahead.
780-218-9999.
Well, this is the kind of crazy predictions we're wanting, okay? This one came in. It says, crazy prediction, Reid gets banned from the press box for smuggling in Popeye's chicken.
See, that's a good one.
Yes.
That's a good one.
That's exactly
could
what
happen.
we're looking for.
Unlikely, but it could happen. The afternoon inbox, 780-218-9999, presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant. $18.99 prime rib special, available 7 days a week, except show nights from 11:30 a.m. to 11 p.m., available for dine-in and takeout. Here's another one. Bronco Nick, Edmonton over Carolina in the final in 5 games. VR Montenegro. I predict at least 2 10-plus goal games for the Oilers this season. That'd be pretty good. Rip City Step, Regula wins the Calder. Ooh, sassy.
Gabe Star says, hey, Chet, did you call the Jags quarterback Justin Lawrence, former U of A Golden Bear?
I actually did. Trevor Lawrence.
Chet.
Well, Chet, he likes the local guys.
Yeah, well, I don't blame him.
His name is Trevor, right? I thought it was Mark Brunell yesterday, their quarterback.
No, Blaine Gabbert. We had a good trip down memory lane there.
Well, that's embarrassing.
Okay, I gotta keep track of all these.
I'm embarrassing, not you.
Oh, I'm always embarrassed.
Is it bad calling him Justin? If I'm going to mistake somebody for somebody.
Well, no.
I got Justin Lawrence on the brain. He's a big boy.
All right, it's hot in here today.
Golly, it's hot.
Why was the AC not working?
I don't know, but I'm gonna go fix it. I'm gonna.
Matthew comes back and everything goes to crap.
Oh, and we're matching.
The NHL season is underway. 1 minute into the game, no score. Chicago and Florida. You'll hear from Connor McDavid when we get back. Here's Coop.
The Oilers have recalled Ike Howard and David Tomasek from the AHL, both players being loaned to the team yesterday. James Hamblin heads the other way, being re-signed to the Condors. And it's a triple header in the NHL to begin the season. Chicago and Florida underway early in the first. They're scoreless so far, just a couple minutes into action. After that, the Pens and Rangers go head-to-head at 6. Avalanche in Kings dropping the puck for the late game at 8:30. In other news, the Golden Knights have signed former 7th overall pick Alexander Holtz to a 2-year deal worth nearly $850,000 per season. For the Elks, Nick Anderson, Jared Brinkman both missed practice today. Anderson with a hip injury, Brinkman sidelined with a shoulder and toe issue. Meanwhile, it's the Jays looking to close out their series against the Yankees, up 2-0 entering Game 3. Shane Bieber takes the mound for the Bluebirds. First pitch at 6:08. The Mariners and Tigers supposed to be meeting for Game 3. It's tied at 1 apiece in that series. That game's currently in a rain delay with no update on when it will start. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring, proudly serving Edmonton and area for over 30 years. Their West End showroom is open 7 days a week. Tell them EST sent you for 10% off your next purchase. You can shop in-store or online at paramountflooring.ca. The Reid Wilkins Show returns following the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in-store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian-owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
Win big this NFL season at the Canadian Brewhouse presented by Bud Light. You could win a trip to Super Bowl 60, plus prizes like smokers, Bud Light coolers, and a trip to an NFL home opener next season. Enjoy $1 off Bud Light and Budweiser tankards. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
The temperature may be dropping, but the action's heating up. Play Alberta is offering odds boosts on every Oilers game all season long. This is your chance to score big. And for a limited time only, our listeners get an exclusive $50 free bet when they deposit $50 using EST50. That's code EST50 for an exclusive $50 free bet. Alberta wins with Play Alberta. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
The Blue Jays are playoff ready. Are you? Store your treasures with Sentinel Storage and create space for watch parties and cheering with friends. Sentinel Storage, official storage provider of the Toronto Blue Jays. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
The NHL season is underway. Chicago, Florida. 3 minutes into the game, no score. We'll keep you updated on that one. Blue Jays play tonight just after 6 as they will try to sweep the New York Yankees and move on to the American League Championship Series along with Jason Milne. That's his birthday today. I'm Reid Wilkins, Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton Sports. Zachary Kubish at the technical desk along for the ride as always. Okay, so I was at the Oilers practice today at the media availabilities. I guess we got to start with McDavid, eh? What do you want to hear about first, buddy?
I want to hear why yesterday. What made that?
Great minds think alike. That's the question I asked. Why was yesterday the day where you said, let's get this deal done?
Well, I think obviously not wanting to be a distraction plays a factor. It's a lot for guys to have to come in here and answer questions for other guys. The coach to get asked about it, the GM to get asked about it every day. So nice to get it out of the way. No one's got to talk about it anymore. That obviously plays a factor, and then obviously just myself not wanting to answer the question and giving the Oilers some clarity on what's going to go down.
This is all part of the Oil Understood for GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around, from turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors. They are the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel! Understood. Yeah, I mean, the distraction thing was often something that we discussed, that I know a lot of fans discussed. I mean, there would have been a point where it wasn't going to be asked every day, and players weren't going to talk about it every day. I suppose it always would have been lingering. I mean, I don't know if Brett Kulak would have been going back to get the puck on a dump-in on November 20th and been like, oh, man, I can't believe Connor's not signed. Oh, yeah, the puck. Right. But I guess there would have been some energy around the team, or still some uncertainty around the team. So it almost felt like he didn't say it, but do you think in his head that he had a bit of a self-imposed deadline? Unless he was sure he wanted to be a free agent after the year. That maybe he had a self-imposed deadline. Do you read that into that? Or maybe I'm wrong, but I'm wondering what you think.
No, I think the time was right to get it done. Okay, here's where we are. Here's the term, because the money had nothing to do with it.
Right.
And that was hard to believe throughout the whole process, that money would not play into this, but it absolutely did not. It was the term. I think it was the time, the leash that Connor was going to give this management team to play with, really. So 2 years, which means he's here for 3 more years. That's the leash that he offered, and that's what he thinks this team needs to probably get 2 Stanley Cups. I mean, it is interesting, though, because lost in all this is that maybe Connor McDavid doesn't think this team's good enough this year to get it done. Now, I don't think that would ever come out of his mouth publicly, obviously. But...
well, I think he's going to personally try to make them good enough.
Well, yes, and I've got something to say about that coming up. But you know what I mean, Reid? Like, he knows that this iteration of the Oilers is not the team that's going to get it done. I mean, we've looked at the roster. Everybody's looked at the roster. Is it better defensively? Yes. There's no doubt it's better defensively. It looks like, now with Walman here long term.
The D core.
The D core.
Puck moving, I think there's no doubt about it.
No doubt.
Right.
But the forward group, you're still left with a lot of unknowns.
Yes.
Same as last year when you had, Arvidsson and Skinner coming in. How are they going to perform? Turns out they underperformed. If that happens here with a lot of young players on this lineup, you're back to square one. This team resting on Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl, hoping to have better than average goaltending, which is also another ask given last year. So Connor knows that there's probably some changes that need to happen.
Right. Now, he was also asked about things he said earlier, and he was asked, was actually becoming a free agent after this season an option?
I said everything was on the table, and I meant it then too. Of course, everything was on the table. That's the point of being in that situation. You have your options, but ultimately, our heart's here in Edmonton. Our heart's here with the core guys, with the guys in this room, as I alluded to. Obviously, the city and the fans are important to us, and we want to win here. We want to bring that, bring it back here and make our city proud, and our but mostly for the guys in this room. We've been through a lot together, and to see it through together is important.
Yeah, like I really think he weighed everything. When I hear that, I mean, I heard it live when I was there. I obviously cut it when I got back to the station. Now hearing it playing it on the show. It sounds to me like he considered everything, even the scenario. Okay, what's it going to be like walking into a new locker room? Maybe next fall. What's it going to be like making new teammates, building new relationships? And it almost seems like he said, "I really like the relationships I have here, and I want to take another kick at them." And again, maybe he's gone in 3 years. We don't know, but maybe he says, "You know what? It's still pretty cool." But that's kind of what I'm hearing there. And we talked about this, Jay, a lot in the last month. I think he considered everything, and he probably considered things that we could never even think of him considering.
Like what?
I don't know, because I couldn't think of them. But I'm saying, that whole, but even that whole scenario of like, hey, well, I'm gonna, I'll have to go live somewhere else during the hockey season. And maybe he just decided, you know what, I actually like what I have. Maybe I don't like it enough to say sign for 8 years, but I like it enough to say, here, I want 3 more go-rounds minimum with Draisaitl, with Nurse, with Nugent-Hopkins, with Hyman. Did I say Bouchard? With Bouchard. I mean, now with Walman, right? With Knobloch as the coach even.
Yeah.
He decided that's a group worth trying this again with at least 3 more times.
Yeah, and honestly, you listen to what he said there. Our heart's in Edmonton. Our heart's with this core. This guy wants so desperately to win in this market. He doesn't want to have to even consider going somewhere else. Wouldn't it be very easy for Connor McDavid if they win a Stanley Cup? Let's say not this year, but the next year, right? And he's like, no, I'm here. I'm with this team. We're going to finish this out and get a couple more. Wouldn't that be poetic?
It would be. It would be. In the nasty chat, Chaos Jester says he waited just long enough after the announcement of Knobloch's contract to not join them together, although they obviously were. Do you think he was waiting to see Knobloch extended?
No. Maybe, okay, I don't mean to say no. Did he care if that coach was going to be around? Yes. I think he likes how Knobloch coaches this team, how he handles this team, the demeanor in which he does. Do I think he was waiting for him for the announcement? No. I would imagine this was a done deal prior to that, of which Connor would have known. But did it play into it? We don't know.
I think at the very least, it's not a negative.
Certainly. Yeah. You can easily say that. Was it what got it over the finish line for Connor? I don't think so. I would imagine things like this would have been known to him prior to us knowing about it. You?
Well, it seemed like we knew that, we flat out knew that an extension was in the works for Knobloch because both Bowman and Knobloch talked about it. Though we didn't know, again, that it would happen necessarily before the season. But that got out of the way. I mean, it's interesting. A lot of this stuff, a lot of the contract stuff is put to bed. McDavid being the big one, Walman was another one, and Coach was another one. The other guys who are pending UFAs, we got to wait and see how they play.
Yep.
or in the last years of contracts, I guess specifically Skinner and Ekholm. I know Ekholm's loved, but maybe this is it. This is the last season.
It's a big year for him.
He wasn't going to get an extension before the season started.
No, because of his age and because of his injury last year. See what version of Matthias Ekholm you see coming out of the start to the season.
Yeah, but I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think. I don't think his contract is linked to Knobloch's, but I don't think it's a negative.
Nope.
And again, Knobloch is now, however it happened, and we've debated how it's happened, at least to start the season, Knobloch is saying, okay, boys, you're together. And here's a big body we think can crash the net for you. So go fill the net if you can.
Yeah, and I'm all here for that. I don't know what took this so long to happen. Really.
Well, McDavid was waiting.
I don't know. Like, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I just want them to stick with it and say, this is it.
Oh, for the lines.
Yeah.
McDavid asked, why 12.5? Why didn't you get a raise?
I guess it's a unique situation. Just, we weren't going to sign a long-term deal, so, 2 years at that number makes a lot of sense. Gives us a chance, as I said, to extend our window here at Edmonton. Lenny's not going to go hungry with that money, so we'll be fine. So it's about winning, and that's always what I've preached. And so I think this deal gives both sides what they're looking for.
Bonus points for referencing his dog,
Lenny.
Good old Lenny, not going to go hungry.
Sure isn't.
Yeah, and we've talked about this. A lot of players will go out of their way not to reference that they make a lot of money. There's always you act like you deserve it,
Right.
Like, he's like, he basically is saying, I'm well paid. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm well paid. I want to win. And he makes a point, like it's a shorter term deal. So if he's saying, I want to win in Edmonton and there's a little bit of heat to do within the next 3 years, if he would have said that, but then taken the max contract, then it could have been like, well, yeah, you want to win, but
you're contradicting yourself.
The team's not going to change for the next 3 years.
Exactly.
If anything, the players might get cheaper. So, yeah, he clearly thought this out, which we knew he was doing.
Hang on, Reid. What you just said. Yes. How thoughtful was Connor McDavid throughout this process? Extremely thoughtful.
Again, I think beyond what we could even imagine him thinking about.
But that's kind of what you were saying throughout this, is none of us can know what's going through the brain of Connor McDavid.
Right.
But you did allude to the fact that it might be something very special that you're not aware of, that you're not realizing that he's even considering. And lo and behold, look what happened yesterday.
Right.
Signs for, the same amount as he's already been getting paid.
But part of the reason I said that, though, Jay, was also not just because he's a hockey player, but because he's a human being who does things that has a different life path than me and is a different age than me. And I've just learned that throughout my life, that you really can't fully understand what other people are thinking.
Sure.
And until maybe you ask them, and they, you might say to somebody like, "Oh, were you frustrated? A few days ago, you were frustrated. Was it because this happened?" And they'll be like, "No, that doesn't bother me at all. It was because this happened." So I guess that's just kind of me when I look at a situation from the outside. And by the outside, I don't mean that I realize Oilers media and Oilers fans are very connected to the team, but just outside of Connor McDavid's brain, like from the outside of his brain or his very small inner circle who he would have talked to about this and actually listened to, there were probably considerations, or maybe something that you might think, a hockey player wouldn't really care about that, or maybe he really did. And he probably took all that. He probably took travel and weather and their house and who knows what he took into consideration. All right, a little more here from McDavid. Which one do we want to do here? He was asked about this creating urgency for them to keep having a good team and building a strong roster.
Clearly, there's a little bit of, as I said, we took our time with it. I think there's a lot of factors that go into that. I think everyone understands the situation this room and this organization is in. We want to win. Top to the bottom. Top to the bottom. If it lends urgency, that's a good byproduct, I guess.
That's a good way to put it. I mean, if it makes everybody a little more desperate, that's fine. I don't he's kind of saying that's not specifically why he did it for that length of time. But if it makes everybody feel like, holy crap, we better do it now, then so be it. Can't be a bad thing. I got to say, and you got to remember, I've been in scrums with Connor McDavid since he was drafted. The way he spoke today, he's grown up a lot. And that's just the natural progression of life and dealing with the media and being comfortable with yourself and sharing your thoughts, but still being cautious. I thought he was good today. Like I kind of joked yesterday. What did I say? Like, we'll see if he even tells us anything. I mean, he said stuff today. I mean, he didn't unveil every private thought and every single motivation, but I thought he said some stuff today. Like, I thought he did make some concrete or at least explanatory comments, because I was afraid he was just kind of going to come out and say, well, Connor, why'd you decide this? Well, I felt it was the best option. Well, why? Well, it just felt good. Okay, like he did say stuff.
Yeah, he did.
I thought.
Yeah, he sure did.
780-218-9999. River Cree Resort and Casino inbox is how you want to text us. The Florida Panthers are in disarray. They failed to score on a power play, and Chicago has gone up 1-0 halfway through the first.
Season's over.
They miss Barkov.
Yeah.
Well, they will miss Barkov. There's no doubt about that.
Certainly will.
You're going to hear from Jake Walman. And they've tied the game. Florida ties the game. They're fine. Who was it? I can't tell. The numbers are too far away. All right. Anyway, so it's 1-1 in that game. And the Oilers play tomorrow against the Flames. You'll hear from Walman, Knobloch, Draisaitl. Shawn Belle's coming up at 4. Jays play of the day. Are you picking? Are you picking? I better not say it. But you'll find out when you get back. Here's Coop.
Ike Howard and David Tomasek have both been recalled from the Condors to the Oilers after they were loaned to the AHL yesterday. James Hamblin heads back the other way in the move, with Zach Hyman being placed on the long-term injured reserve. Hyman out until November as he continues to recover from a wrist injury. And the NHL season is underway. It's Frank Nazar potting his first of the season to tie the Panthers at 1 apiece, putting his Blackhawks on the board. About 8.5 minutes left in the first frame. Later tonight, the Penguins challenge the Rangers and the Kings meet the Avs. In Elks news, Jared Brinkman, Nick Anderson were both absent from practice. Brinkman out with a toe and shoulder issue. Anderson with a hip injury. MLB action, it's Toronto and New York throwing down in Game 3 of their series. Jays leading the Yankees 2-0, their first chance to move on. First pitch just after 6. Shane Bieber, the starter for Toronto. And the Mariners and Tigers game 3 is in a rain delay. First pitch was originally scheduled for 2:08. Having rain in Detroit throughout the evening. No update just yet on when the game will get underway. This sports update is brought to you by Advantage Sports Medicine. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you're stuck with a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call them at 780-460-9977 or visit their website at advantagesportmed.ca to book an appointment. Today, Hour 1 closes out here on today's edition of the Reid Wilkins Show. On the other side of the break, I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Oil Stream.
What a day. Connor McDavid, I am stunned. 2-year extension, no raise. What a legendary move from your captain, Connor McDavid. My goodness, that is absolutely insane. Trev, I got to know, man, how are you feeling right now, buddy? Speak for all the Oilers fans out there.
Man, that's crazy. I was not expecting this. I feel great.
Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
The Alberta Snowmobile and Power Sports Show is back October 17th and 18th at the Edmonton Expo Center. See the 2026 lineup of sleds, ATVs, decks, GMC trucks, gear, and accessories. Meet 13-time X Games pro athlete Levi Lavalle. Presented by GMC. AlbertaSnowmobileShow.com.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
Gallo LLP is an Alberta-based accounting firm with expert chartered professional accountants in both our Edmonton and Sherwood Park accounting firms. Our experienced and innovative accountants provide financial advice that saves our clients money. Simply put, we help our clients protect their assets and grow their businesses. At Gallo LLP, they go beyond the numbers to ensure the continued success of your business. Reach out to Preet or John to discuss how they can help your business grow. Visit gallollp.ca today and see how they can help you take your business to the next level.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know. Okay, good to have you tuning in this afternoon. My goodness, a lot going on here at Edmonton Sports Talk, including this. On the 15th of October, the Lock Shop and the Oil Stream will be at Subway Sunwapta. You can join Nielsen and Gazzola live at Subway Sunwapta October 15th for the Oil Stream. Grab lunch, get a free 6-inch with any purchase, and fill out a ballot to win a $100 Subway gift card. It's at 10170 186th Street. 10170 186th Street, Subway Sunwapta on October 15th. Not far from here. What would it be? That'd be like a 4-minute drive from here? Maybe 440.
Where is that? Is that in between Stony Plain Road and like
101, 101st Avenue out of this end of town? Yeah, it'd be just north of... Yeah, it'd be between Stony Plain Road and 100th Ave. Is that right?
Yeah.
I don't know this part of town super well.
Across from the old Bell building.
Isn't there like an EB Games over there now? Okay. And who are you again, sir? It's Steve Awanek. Okay. That's enough. Right. That's enough from
time to leave.
Awanek.
Go lock your office.
Do we have like an annoying pest of the day sponsor? We should get a roach killer.
Are you kidding me?
All right. Okay, this is exciting because we're full throttle here at Edmonton Sports Talk. Panthers score again. They're up 2-1. So tomorrow, full day of programming, 6 to 6. At 7 o'clock, Tom Gazzola, Oil Stream pregame show.
It's back!
And then he's on after the game. Oilers play the Flames at 8. Saturday, this is going to be massive. Saturday, Hello Hockey will be 10 to noon, right?
You know it.
You and Awanek will be on at 4 for the Green and Gold kickoff show.
Uh-huh.
Awanek's hosting the Oil Stream pregame show at 7.
Oh, boy.
Leading into the Oilers Canucks at 8. You and Awanek are on for the Green and Gold kickoff show, or a post-game show, around 8 to break down Elks and Bombers. And Elks running back Justin Rankin is on this show in about an hour. And then after the Oilers game, Gazzola is back on the Oil Stream post-game show. So Saturday, we're going to have both pregame shows and both post-game shows for both teams. Incredible stuff. It's going to be a lot of fun.
What a day.
It's going to be awesome.
For the record, we did not plan our matching outfits. For those that are watching on YouTube.
No.
Or not watching on YouTube. Reid and I have the exact same golf shirt on.
Company attire.
Company attire.
Yeah.
Should we just try and match the rest of the week?
Nope.
What do you say, Reid?
Well,
what are you going to wear tomorrow?
Probably a suit.
Well,
so
maybe I'll suit up. Why not?
Because I got to go to the game tomorrow. We got these company golf shirts, and I've been wearing mine pretty much once a week. They're quite comfortable.
They are quite.
So odds are we were going to wear it on the same day.
It takes a lot for me to wear a collared shirt.
Yeah,
and there were some meetings I had.
These shirts are comfortable.
Brought a couple prospective clients over by here.
Now, if people would like to find out how they can get involved with Edmonton Sports Talk, how can they do so?
You can email jay@edmontonsportstalk.com.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of of the day.
And it is presented by Play Alberta. Why settle for less when you can have it all? Only Play Alberta brings you casino games, live dealers, lottery, instants, and sports betting all in one place. Players can get a $50 casino bonus by depositing $50 and using the code EST Casino. You can get a $50 free sports bet by depositing $50 and using the code EST Sports. Don't forget to use your game sense.
Okay, this is a birthday hedge bet. Just gonna say it. Okay, either the Blue Jays win and everybody's happy, or the Yankees win and everybody's rich. One way or another, you're going to be happy. I am taking the New York Yankees to win and 7 or more total runs in the game. I think that's fairly doable in terms of runs. This is just simply a hedge bet, folks. I just want to have a happy birthday evening. So this covers all the bases. Right, Reid?
So either the Jays sweep.
Either the Jays sweep
Or
and
you
everybody's
win
happy.
money.
Or we all win together. It's a simple hedge bet. Please don't hate me. Just if you don't want to be on it, don't. I understand. You don't have to. You don't have to ride with Glue Guy today. But if you just want to have a happy evening, this is a pretty simple way to do it. Because if the Jays don't win, it's not over. It's not like they're up against them.
No, still up 2-1.
They're still up 2-1.
Yeah.
So just remember that, okay? You can head over to playalberta.ca, click on sports, click on EST specials, and you'll find Jay's play of the day right there.
Now, are you going to be able to watch, or is there something going on for your birthday, or do you have kids' games, or?
That's a great question. I don't think Tuesday nights we have anything. Rose's basketball games are Wednesday. Tuesday night, I don't think so, Reid. I think we'll just be able to chill out, watch some baseball.
Are you going to get a birthday meal? Order food? Go out?
TBD, bruh.
Make a barbecue?
Know.
Make a barbecue. Make a fire?
Make a fire, maybe. I will get to it later. My wife and kids, those hard-working sons of guns, they have been unloading a container of my wife's product all day. I got a wicked video to show you later.
You make it sound like it's heroin.
It is not drugs.
Is your wife Walter White?
No. She's April Angel.
Or that was meth, not heroin. My bad.
That was, yeah. No, it's my wife's horse equine business. AJ Equine
right.
Supply.
Okay, sorry.
If you're looking for any horse-related products, check her out. They were unloading this container, a 20-foot container packed full of product on my birthday. I felt bad for them that I couldn't be there to help. But duty called.
Work called.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just want to have. I just want to have. I'll even say a Blue Jays win would be great.
Blue Jays win would be great. Yeah.
But
as
Yankees
you get older, we've talked about this at Christmas time too and birthdays. The older you get, the simpler you just want it to be. You take joy in the simple things.
I just want to chill out.
Yeah.
Maybe indulge in a beer.
Oh, that's a good idea.
A nice hazy IPA.
That'd be
real
pretty good.
44-year-old beer.
Yeah, there you go.
Little fruity to it.
Right.
Maybe pour it in a glass. Ice chilled glass.
Yeah. I always pour my beer in a glass.
That's fancy.
Yeah.
And watch a Blue Jays game. And, be with family.
It's Jay. It's play. He's Jay. It's today.
It's his birthday.
It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day.
2025.
Jay's play of the day.
Did Dustin really think you were 50?
No. He knows we're the same
He just
age.
was throwing out a number.
No, maybe Eric said it. And I think TubeSuck sent me a message and he says, "Wow, we're closer to an age than I thought."
Well, you're a young looking guy.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I almost said you're a lung yucking guy.
I think I look my age. I don't know. Maybe I look at myself every day. It's hard to say.
Right.
I don't know. Like Coob, you look like you're 23, 22. Right?
I think so. I don't think I look older or younger than I am.
I don't think
age.
I have like a youthful glow. I think I look like an appropriate 44-year-old father of 3.
Yeah, I think you look normal.
And I think you look like an appropriate 50-year-old bachelor.
Well, 51 now.
51.
Close enough.
You do have that youthful glow.
You can round off. Yeah, do I ever? I only look 50. That's incredible. Jake Walman also signed a contract extension yesterday. He was asked about McDavid not getting a raise in his deal.
Yeah, it's incredible. Obviously, he's a guy that can ask for whatever he wants, money-wise. But when I asked Stan and the guys in there because I knew the deal was done, but I didn't know what it was for. When I asked them and I heard the number, like I said, wow, what a effing captain that we have. So proud of him and look forward to it.
What an effing captain. That was Jake Walman's reaction.
We need to put that on a shirt.
Oh, I'm sure people will.
What an effing
might
captain.
already be happening.
Can I get to something that came in on the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox?
Of course.
This came in from Tay, and I just want to get your thoughts. He says, honest question, is it really that shocking? Not once did McDavid through this entire process mention compensation in any way, shape, or form. The only things he repeated were, I want to win in Edmonton, and I'm taking my time with this decision. So as much as we as fans were shocked by the term and AAV, is the fact that he didn't take all the money he could shocking?
Yes.
Or are we as fans, analysts, insiders, etc., projecting our thoughts and feelings on a guy who's been honest from the beginning about his intentions because things have been done a certain way for so long that we didn't know any different?
Okay, yes to both. There is a certain amount of projection, and I said that yesterday. I think it's human nature to be like, I should get a raise. I've been doing this a while.
Very human nature.
Very human nature. Do I legitimately think it's shocking? Yes. Yes, because he did not get a raise at all. Is it shocking that he didn't take, what's the max he could have got? 19.1 or something like that? Somebody will remind me.
Something high.
To me, it's shocking that he didn't take at least 15. At least 15. Like I didn't, and we talked about this. I don't know if we ever got into it off air, but certainly, or on air, but certainly off air. I was like, you know what, guys? Maybe somewhere in his mind, he just thinks I match Leon. We're best buddies. Hey, buddy, let's both make 14 and let's go win the cup. That's the lowest he would have gone. So I think it's shocking. And he did mention compensation, and I deleted the clip off my computer now. I wish I had it again. But in that clip from September 5th, he basically said, I've been at this a long time, and I deserve to be, I think he said, well compensated for it. Mm-hmm. He did make a reference to money. Like he did, he made a reference to this basically being his life's work, and there should be some payoff for that.
There should be. But he also then said right after that, however, there is a salary cap.
Yes.
Right? So
although I don't think we are wrong to mention it, Tate.
No,
I don't think we are.
But although he's letting fans know that he knows exactly what he's worth and how compensated he could have been, he realizes that in order for this team to bring in some assistance for him, he needs to do this. Maybe not to this extent, and I think that's why it's so shocking, Reid.
Right. We'll get Shawn Belle's reaction to that. If you're taking us in on YouTube, click that thumbs up.
Click. Must you click? Please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb.
We now have a couple people listing off who you share a birthday with in the Nasty Chat.
Like who?
Acclaimed cellist Yo-Yo Ma.
Yo-Yo Ma?
Simon Cowell. Is that the Voice of America guy?
That America's Got Talent? American Idol to begin with? Like that was his coming out party in North America, was American Idol?
Wasn't he also on The Voice?
The Voice.
I thought it was
Tony
The Voice.
Braxton. It's also Tony Braxton.
The sultry sounds
Wasn't
of
she
Tony
the,
Braxton.
Unbreak My Heart? Was that her?
Unbreak my
Is that Tony Braxton? It is now.
Say
Shawn Belle probably knows that as well.
Again.
He's coming up after the 4 o'clock break.
The Lock
You
Shop.
want a quote from Jake Walman? His reaction when he heard Connor McDavid signed for $12.5
Is there a swear word in it?
From Gene Principe.
I'm going to say there's a swear. Can I guess it?
Sure.
What the F?
Close.
Can I also guess?
Go for it.
F, yeah.
Close. Quote, what an effing captain we have.
Oh, that's pretty good.
That's nice.
It would have been funnier if he said, what the F? Because then we can make him into that Blink-182 gif where he's going, WTF.
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Just wasting gas. Whoa, blurring them dotted lines, killing.
Don't miss 3-time CCMA Performer of the Year, Dallas Smith, Unplugged, November 1st at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get Get your tickets at rivercreekresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Lobsterfest is back at the Canadian Brewhouse. Saturday, October 4th at 6 p.m. A pound and a half of fresh Atlantic lobster with all the fixins for just $49.99. Pair it with a stein of Alexander Keith. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
The EST Hangout.
McDavid sign.
McDavid sign! Breaking news! Yesterday, extra!
Oil Kings with a trade.
Yeah, they made a trade yesterday.
Justin Rankin. Yes, that's just breaking.
Breaking, right?
The Edmonton Elks signed Justin Rankin to a multi-year contract extension, which he is probably going to be the MOP of the Elks at the end of this year.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Trane furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Trane. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. Visit wjsportstalk.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Zach Hyman will start the season for the Oilers on the long-term injured reserve. He's expected to be out for the entire month of October after he sustained a wrist injury against the Stars in round 3 of the playoffs. Other Oilers news, Ike Howard and David Tomasek have been recalled from the Condors after they were sent down to the AHL yesterday. James Hamblin makes his way back to the Condors in the move. And after 20 minutes, the Panthers lead the Blackhawks 2-1 in the first game in the NHL season. Carter Verhaeghe, AJ Greer on the board for Florida. Frank Nazar potting one for the Blackhawks. And the Jays and Yankees get underway in Game 3. Toronto having New York on the brink, up 2-0 entering the game. Toronto gets Shane Bieber the start. Carlos Rodon countering for New York. First pitch for that one just after 6. And in Motor City, the Tigers and Mariners are in a rain delay. They were getting set to get underway in Game 3 of their series. No start time announced for that one, but the series locked out 1 apiece. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your Sports Update. Hour 2 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
3 minutes after 4, Tuesday afternoon, the NHL season has started. The Oilers season starts tomorrow, 8 o'clock against the Calgary Flames. I believe it's going to be actually an 8:18 face-off. I think I saw that scribbled on not the whiteboard. What do you call the boards now? The e-board in the Oilers dressing room? The electronic boards? What are they called?
What do you mean, a whiteboard? You mean a whiteboard with a dry erase?
No, but it was one of the...
Smart boards.
The smart boards, yes. That's what I was trying to think of.
Wow.
The smart board. 8:18 face-off, I believe, tomorrow. I'll confirm that.
They got the budget for that?
They can delay the game, yeah. They can... for a smart board. Yeah, well, because McDavid left some money on the table.
There you go.
Now they can get an actual smart board.
Paying off
Get
already.
rid of the chalkboard and get a smart board. Jay and I are coming to you, of course, from the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Win big this football season at the Canadian Brewhouse. Score your shot at a trip to the Super Bowl, weekly prizes, and more, plus $1 off Budweiser and Bud Light tankards. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com. All right, for more discussion on your Edmonton Oilers and who knows what else, one of our good friends, you get him on Hello Hockey, 10 a.m. every Saturday here on EST, and he's going to be joining us in this time slot all season long here on the Reid Wilkins Show. It's former NHL defenseman Shawn Belle. Bellsy, how's it going? Bellsy, you're frozen. We'll reload him. We'll reload him. All right, no problem.
I thought he was just doing a good job.
I thought he was just being real still, just waiting for us to get going, which is okay. Jake Walman, very happy to stay in Edmonton Oiler. He has an extension of his own.
You never know. Stuff changes quick, but kind of right when I got here, just the feeling of it being a team, and it really is a team from top to bottom, and leadership, the way that the staff treats us, management, coaches, players. We have the support of a city that wants this team to do well and loves this team, and nothing more that I want to be a part of than this.
All right. Well, he said, it really feels like a team, kind of similar. I mean, Trent Frederick flat out said, well, I was traded here and then I thought I'd be a free agent, and then he's here for a while and he's like, oh, this is pretty cool.
Yep.
Walman not quite as strong with the language that, I thought I was just coming here as a hired gun for the rest of the season.
It's a good sign.
But the similar type of thing where
Sure.
it's like, I guess you could say, well, do we dare use the word culture?
Ooh.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow,
People are going to get upset.
I didn't think you would ever
Well,
use
no,
that word when defining the Oilers.
because I'll say the Oilers have a good culture, and then people will remind me, they haven't won a cup lately. Okay, no, you're right. You're right.
But you describe, what team do you always reference when describing culture?
Boston.
Boston.
No, they're probably going to suck this year.
Have they won a cup recently?
Well, no, but they've been to a couple other finals. Well, what's recently? Was it not 11 they won it?
Yeah, that's not recent. I'll tell you that.
Well, we'll see. Did you see this shot by Bedard? He rang off the crossbar early in the game. Might have ticked Bobrovsky's arm on the way. He can shoot at that young man. Post it in the nasty chat. Give us a thumbs up there as well. We are on the verge of 100 thumbs already relatively early in the show. 20 more needed, so don't be a pleasure to layer. If you've already given us the thumbs up, then click share, send the show link off to somebody else via email or text, and encourage them to check us out.
What a beautiful message that came in here from our dear friend Poop Stains. He says, happy birthday, Jay. First year has been really good. You do a great job with all sports. You can tell you played and have been in dressing rooms and probably won championships. I like your show. Well, Poop Stains, I like you. I like your stains.
That's what I love with some of our people with more interesting handles.
I love that.
You have to use that handle in a sort of normal conversation environment,
That's one of the best handles, I would say.
Well, let me tell you this: urine trickling down a mountain. That's what my handle is going to be. I should start texting into other shows.
Yes,
I'll text into Steinberg's show in Calgary.
Yes,
and that'll be my handle: urine trickling down a mountain. Anyway, I get to introduce this man for a second time, which is an honor. Our Edmonton Sports Talk colleague, Shawn Belle, is standing by. Shawn, it's Reid and Jay. What's going on?
How's it going, boys?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Well, I mean, this is the second time I've been on in as many days, and it feels like I'm just using dial-up internet because I don't know what's going on with my internet lately. So I apologize, guys, because this is the second time, and I know that Big Ube's probably going to call me mute again, so here we are, but the day's been fantastic.
Where are you right now? You look like you're. You look like a CNN
right
reporter.
Outside my house.
You look like a CNN reporter reporting from a tropical storm down in South Florida.
I'm right outside my house, and I had to come here because this is the best service I could possibly get. So if I have to move my phone quickly, it's because there's a breaking story.
Okay, well, that's all right. You look great. You look like you could be hunting or something.
Yeah, this is a good look.
I could be doing something. Thank you.
I know you reacted to the McDavid contract yesterday with Herdad and Gager. Today we got reaction from Draisaitl spoke, Walman spoke, Knobloch gave some thoughts. Though, with the coach, he kind of has a little different perspective. But what did you think of Walman coming out and saying, what an effing captain, when he found out about the deal?
Well, I think that, as you think about it, you let it digest, what an unbelievable move by McDavid. And it goes back to his comments that he said when he was at the Team Canada orientation. I want to win, and I will do everything that I possibly can to win. And he just proved that. I mean, signing for 12.5. There's not one person on planet Earth that said that he was going to sign for under 14 or even 15 for that matter. So the fact that he did that and basically said, hey, Oilers, you have the tools and the resources and the money now that you need to make something happen, that's pretty impressive.
So now the season gets rolling here, and I was hoping you can take me back to your career. I'm not just going to include NHL or pro, like even when you're playing high-level junior, like it's the day before the season. You know, even as you got older, was there still that Christmas Eve feeling? Like, did you still feel, you know, when you were 28, like when you were 8 the day before the season started? Or did it change when there started being a paycheck involved?
Well, it started to change once there was a paycheck, because then it was like, I got to go back to work. But I mean, as I got older, I was playing in Europe, and there was times where I was pretty excited, and then, you know, you get you're playing in Europe type situation. But, you know, honestly, this is what all the guys dream about. It's starting the season and getting through the preseason, and you're relatively unscathed. I can't say the same for Florida and Tampa, but, you know, for the Oilers, they didn't have any of those games. So for them, you're just looking forward to the start of it, and you're looking to start off in the right way, because the last few years, the start of the season hasn't been great. And I do think this is something that Connor's also mentioned, is making sure that they come out of the gates the right way. So yeah, they're probably sitting back, and they're probably, you know, chomping at the bit, and they're ready to go, because what better way to start a season than with one of your biggest rivals?
Well, yeah, and you know, it's going to be interesting to see how the Flames do after that past season. So I get, because we've talked about this, and you and I haven't really discussed this a lot, even off air. So I got to bring it up with you now. Draisaitl, McDavid together with Frederic.
Mm-hmm.
I believe, and Tom Gazzola argues with me. I think Luke kind of said there might be something to that. There are ways the employees can make suggestions to the boss without making a demand. And I wonder if during last year's exit interviews, Leon or Connor might have said to Knobloch, be interesting to see what we could do a whole year together. Anyway, have a good summer. And now they're together, and Knobloch telegraphed it early in camp that's going to be the line. And I just wonder if this is a turn us loose scenario, and then let other guys find roles on the other three lines. What are you thinking?
Oh, okay. Where does Tommy land on this?
He thinks that I'm nuts. He doesn't think that Connor and Leon would bring up anything like that.
Okay, so since the McDavid era started, how many times has media, fans have gone back and said, we got to split them up? And then every single time we sit back and say, we got to split them up, they get back together. Well, at some point, I think we all have to go, does Connor want to play with Leon and Leon want to play with Connor? Because if that's the case, those two guys are going to go back together. So I'm going to chalk it up as simple as this. Those two want to play together. They want to cause havoc on the league, and they want Frederic on the side of them so that they can protect a little bit and they can just run amok. That's what I'm going to go with the conclusion as, because I don't understand. And, you know, I put myself in the same boat as, like, they're more dangerous if they're split up. But at the same time, they're supernova when they're together. So that's how I'm going to chalk it up. And sorry, Tommy's wrong.
Zach, can we clip that, please? Shawn Belle.
All the
time.
Tommy's on a date right now. He can't even defend himself.
Oh, what?
Oh my goodness.
Let's go. Oh, okay. Maybe we should stop it right there.
I don't hot know. News.
I think we should clip that and put it on a hot button for me.
I agree.
Tommy's wrong.
I agree.
Okay, Shawn Belle from Hello Hockey joining us here on the Reid Wilkins Show. Look, Reid and I are going to do our guaranteed to be correct predictions coming up in the 5 o'clock hour. I'm not going to put you on the spot and say, give me the Oilers record, give me the stat. I just want to know, who in the Western Conference do you see shocking everybody, whether that be good or bad? Who do you see in the Western Conference that you think could be a surprise?
Oh, that's a great question. Well, I just did some predictions for the fourth period, and I have Ryan Huska as my candidate for Coach of the Year. I've got this weird feeling that the Calgary Flames are going to sneak up on people. I'm not telling you they're going to make the playoffs. I'm not telling you that they're going to be the best team in the league. So nasties, don't go after me for this. All I'm saying is right now that there's something that the Calgary Flames have, and I think they're going to surprise a lot of teams. Is that a good answer?
I like it.
It's a very good answer.
You'll
should I tease? I have. We're going to do ours later. I have the Flames in the playoffs.
As do I.
Yeah, I really do.
Like they're a pesky bunch, and the way that they finished the season kind of made you sit back and go, there's some hope there, there's some life there, and they've made some really good moves in the off season. There's some continuity with some of the players, and I think there's a little bit of juice there that might sneak up on some people for sure.
All right. Well, I know you'll be tuning in for our predictions because you know I take them
I can't wait
both
now.
seriously and not seriously at the same time. And I just let people figure out which is which. You know, I love doing that. Okay. So you're back Saturday at 10 next Hello Hockey with Tommy?
That's correct. That's correct. Yep. Saturday, 10 to noon. And hopefully we'll have a nice guest. We had a really good show with Dan Neer on the show this past week. He was the commissioner of the WHL, and he provided some pretty good insight on what's going on with the WHL and the shifting landscape of hockey. So yeah, it was a fun show last week, and I'm sure we'll have another good one.
Belzy, thanks a lot for doing this, buddy. We really appreciate it. We'll talk to you next Tuesday.
Yeah, always a pleasure. I got to go break a story now. See you guys.
He's going. He's on the move. He's got the. He's in
Stay
the.
safe.
He's gonna jump in the EST news van, and away he goes. We should get him a hoverboard.
Ooh, yeah.
The EST hoverboard.
No, a good EST rain jacket.
Oh, that'd be good as well.
That'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah, one with those the cords, you could really tuck it in around your face. You know?
I could have used that EST mic extender today.
Yeah,
the McDavid scrum.
Hey, I saw the mic flash in the video.
Yeah, I got in there.
You were up there.
Yeah,
you were there.
For a man with the reach of about I have the wingspan of
a dove.
Of like a 2-month-old squirrel. Of a dove, yes.
A wingspan of a dove.
Of a dove, yes. And I think I have the personality of a dove as well.
Yeah.
I think I'm very dove-like.
You carry a good message.
Yes.
And
I like peace.
And you like peace?
I fly when there's peace.
Yes.
People often release me as part of opening ceremonies. They're like, bring out Reid.
Fly, Reid, fly.
I just got to come out and like, where am I? What's going on? Why was
just
that?
No clothes on. Like, why is everybody looking at me?
Yeah, they thought I was going to turn into a dove. Yeah, that's my superpower. I can't change into any animal, specifically a dove.
What would your name be if you were a dove?
Dovey?
Dovey. I was going to say Dovey the dove.
Dovey. That'd be Dovey. That'd be my superhero identity. All right, you can post in the nasty chat on YouTube. Keep giving us a thumbs up as well. By the way, if you haven't already, and a lot of people have, because we have over 13,000 subscribers, but we want to keep pushing to 14,000 and then higher, subscribe to the Edmonton Sports Talk channel. That's always fun. And, of course, you can text 780-914. Oops. I almost gave out my personal phone number again.
Reid.
Everybody knows the first 3 numbers of my cell phone number.
Ooh.
Take a wild guess.
You got dove
Get
brain.
a 1 in 10,000 chance of getting the last 4.
There's a little dove brain coming
780-218-9999. Afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. Happy hour featuring $5.25 drinks. Available Sunday to Thursday, 9 a.m. until 7 p.m. Yeah, I got dove on the brain. Yeah, when I transform back from a dove, I'm a little confused.
Yeah, it takes a few moments.
It takes me a few moments to get my bearings again.
It's understandable.
Bronco Nick says, if Reid was an eagle, I'd be Reidgly. Because I think Peacemaker, his sidekick is Eagly. It's an American eagle.
Oh.
Smitty the Welder says, Flames aren't making the playoffs. They didn't get better in the offseason. Well, that's why we're doing predictions. So here's what we want from you. And we'll read some of yours maybe in the next segment and maybe
Look,
at 5.
I've been documenting each of them.
Okay, we'll do some coming back. We want, and Smitty the Welder has to do this because he likes doing stuff like this. He's probably just tuning in. Who beats who in the Stanley Cup final? You can tell us that. And or you can tell us what will the Oilers' record be this season. Wins, losses, single points. And or you can make a off-topic topic prediction. So something related to hockey, but not one of those other ones. Maybe it's a little silly. Maybe it's overly specific. I'll give mine again, and you're going to do yours later. Mine is that by January 1st, Peter DeBoer will be the coach of the Los Angeles Kings.
Hot take. Or if you want to make another prediction, you could predict the last 4 numbers of Reid's phone number. You know the first 3 now. Let's play a game.
Yeah, that's not. That's not.
Oh,
I will not confirm nor deny them. I will neither confirm nor deny them.
Well, you don't have to, but I wouldn't stop anybody from guessing.
So we got plenty of, you're going to have clips from Knobloch and Draisaitl as well. We'll replay some of the McDavid audio. He said some interesting stuff today. Justin Rankin is going to be on the show in about 20 minutes. Elks running back. He gets a 2-year contract extension, and the Elks have a big game against Winnipeg on Saturday at Play Alberta Field. Here comes the Coop.
The Oilers have recalled Ike Howard and David Tomasek from the AHL, with both players being loaned to the team yesterday. James Hamblin heads the other way, being re-signed to the Condors, while Zach Hyman has been placed on long-term injured reserve with a wrist injury. He's expected to be out until November, and it's a triple-header in the NHL to begin this season right now. Florida and Chicago are underway. Teuvo Teravainen has tied the game for the Blackhawks at 2 early in the second. After that, the Pens and Rangers go head-to-head at 6, and the Avalanche and Kings drop the puck for the late game at 8:30. For the Elks, Nick Anderson, Jared Brinkman missed practice. Anderson sitting out with a hip injury. Brinkman sidelined with a shoulder and toe issue. Meanwhile, the Jays can close out their series with the Yankees. They lead 2-0 entering Game 3. Shane Bieber takes the mound for the Bluebirds. First pitch just after 6. From Detroit, it's the Mariners and Tigers getting set to meet for Game 3 of their series. It's tied at 1 apiece with the game currently in a rain delay. No update on when it will start. The Reid Wilkins Show returns with some season predictions. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Jamie McLennan.
I look at that roster, it's probably his best opportunity to win a cup is with the team that he's with right now, given that Draisaitl's there. You're going to get a healthy Hyman at some point. RNH, I think, is going to have a better year. I love the Walman signing. You got Bouchard at 24 years old. You've gone and got Howard. Savoy looks like he's going to push through. They're giving yourself a good opportunity, not only for this year, but in the next couple years.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings, 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Just wasting gas.
Don't miss 3-time CCMA Performer of the Year, Dallas Smith, Unplugged, November 1st at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Must you click? Click. Thumb. Must you click? Thumb.
All right, there it is. The Thumb Click remix is put together by Zach Kubish, reminding you, if you're watching us on YouTube, click the thumbs up button. We need 10 more for 100. We're not even halfway through the show, so that's a great pace. Of course, you can also get us on iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio. Those are audio streaming apps. We have live and local programming 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day on all the streams I just mentioned. Plus, the Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric, 6:04 a.m. to 9 a.m. every weekday morning, is also on 95.7 Cruise FM. And that's going quite well, I understand. Oh, did their trivia streak stay alive this morning? I missed the trivia.
I did too.
Because they have not had a loser in the FM era.
Oh, really? Oh, that's fantastic.
And McDavid always asked. Nielsen always asked. The last question was, has McDavid signed yet? So now the answer is different.
You know, I'm due for a fake call-in for trivia.
You've done that?
Yes.
Wait, say this again?
I've called in. I've been on trivia.
Since when? Since you've been the host of this show?
Yes.
That's cheeky.
Yes.
Does Dustin know this?
Oh, yeah. Oh. I ripped Tommy a new one after. This was after Tom cheated. It was after one of Tommy's, actions on the draft.
Oh, okay.
You know how he always does bad things on the draft.
He's a bad man.
Yeah, he's a bad man. I called in the next day on trivia, and I threw the trivia, and then I went on and blasted Tommy.
That's amazing.
I should do it just to screw their trend, though.
YouTube Trev is in the nasty chat. He said the trivia streak did continue this morning.
Okay.
Thanks, Trev. Trev didn't get to see me today. I hope he's okay.
He's great. Love that, man.
Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. Experience all the excitement of the casino in the palm of your hand. Download the Play Alberta app today and deposit $50 using the EST exclusive promo code EST Casino for a $50 casino bonus. What is Jay's play of the day again?
Yankees to win in over 6.5 runs. It's a feel-good hedge bet. It's a birthday hedge bet. I don't think anybody should be surprised.
That's not why I'm laughing, by the way.
Where are you laughing?
Did you see who's in the nasty chat? Booger McBoogerton. One of our characters has been adopted by someone in the nasty chat. Booger McBoogerton saying, hi, guys. It's been a minute. At some point, some team's going to need a Booger McBoogerton this year, and he'll be ready to go.
Norm in the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox sending in his prediction. 48, 22, and 12 for the Oilers.
48, 22, and 12. So that is 100.
I'm
that's
documenting
104
all these.
points, I believe.
Well, it would be 96. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. 96. That's 108 points.
How many? Oh, yeah. I think I said 104. I can't add properly.
Collingwood rob. Edmonton beats Toronto 4-1 in the Stanley Cup final with a gentleman's sweep. Oh, God.
Okay. Don't Don't start with me before the season's even started on that. At least wait until the playoffs.
Oh, too good.
Smitty the Welder did send his in.
He said Edmonton over the Rangers, but he didn't say who's...
No, he said Edmonton. Didn't he say Edmonton wins?
Oh, did he?
No, I can't find it. I think he just said Oilers and Rangers. He's probably picking the Oilers. I would think Smitty the Welder would pick the Oilers.
My skid steer is wishing me happy birthday. Thanks, skid steer.
Even your skid steer has an account on YouTube and is wishing you a happy birthday. That's why the balloons are here. Jasmine put together this balloon. I was going to say balloon montage. That's not the right word. This balloon, it's not a montage. It's a collage? No. Collection of balloons? Sure.
See, you'd call it like a bouquet of balloons?
A bouquet of balloons, yeah. Thanks to Jasmine. Jasmine could open a balloon store.
A bucket.
Jasmine's balloon bouquet.
Okay, this is we should really dive into this. What would Jasmine's balloon store be called?
Yes.
Jasmine's Bougie Balloons.
There we go. That's perfect.
Yes. Yeah. Jasmine's Bougie Balloon Boutique.
Jasmine said there are pictures of Jay and Reid running a marathon on them.
Yeah, there's headshots and there's lots of pictures of Reid and myself.
Well, you could get photos over several days if I were running a marathon. I don't even think I do a marathon distance in a month anymore. You, on the other hand, are up and coming.
I got to get back at it. I've been neglecting my running.
You'll get back into it.
Oh, yeah. I just want to get going on
But
it.
when the weather's changing,
I don't mind a cold run. Sign me up.
yeah, it's okay. I ran Saturday. I did the treadmill.
Yeah.
It was +8. I could have run outside, but I'm like, I'll do the treadmill.
I'll be outside in the snow. I love
That's
running
awesome.
in the winter.
All right, what else do we have coming in for? Do we have any other goofy predictions?
Lots.
Okay, let's do some right now, and then we'll do Justin Rankin in 10 minutes.
Penner's Pancakes. Oilers over Tampa Bay in 6.
Okay.
Vieira Montenegro, he said there'll be 2 games in which the Oilers score 10 or more goals.
Interesting.
Bronco Nick, Edmonton over Carolina in 5. Casino Dealer J, Edmonton over New Jersey in 6.
Oh, interesting.
Vincenzo Rhoda, Oilers over Leafs in 4. A sweep, a Stanley Cup final sweep.
What would happen to this country if the Leafs and Oilers played in the Cup final? Or am I overestimating? Would it just be Southern Ontario and Northern Alberta that cared?
No, it would be West versus East war. Or no, East-West versus Toronto warfare.
Like, who would Montreal Canadiens fans cheer for? Well, they cheer
Edmonton,
for the Oilers.
by
Senators
a mile.
fans would cheer for the Oilers.
By
or
a
am I
mile.
overestimating? Because people hate the Oilers too.
Not as much as they hate the Leafs.
Who would Buffalo Sabres fans cheer for? I know that's not in Canada.
They don't care. They don't care. Well, but Gary Bettman will never let that happen, Reid. Oh, you wait and you hear my predictions, folks.
Gary Bettman is not manipulating the outcome of the playoffs.
He controls everything, Reid. He has the keys, man. Like, geez, you get the media releases like I do. He has a script out for the first month of the game.
Yeah, we already know what's going to happen.
Gosh.
Matt Hyman, who is a Jets fan, says he would cheer for the Oilers.
Like, this embodies Canadians. Literally any team other than the Leafs, other than those that live in the GTA. Maybe in Northern Ontario.
I don't know if who's big in Northern Ontario. If it's Leafs country or if there's not a lot of, like, when you get over around Thunder Bay, it's very sparsely populated.
Oh, Thunder Bay.
Have you been there?
No. You know what's big in Northern Ontario? Cottages.
Yes, not cabins.
Not
just
cabins.
cottages.
Cottages.
And it's not really Northern Ontario. It's like 2 hours north of, like, because remember that day we looked up, okay, where exactly is Muskoka?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, it'd be like driving to Knighton. Yeah, to Athabasca. Like, it's not far. Like, it'd be, Toronto to Muskoka or cottage country is probably, it'd be shorter than Edmonton to Jasper. I guess maybe traffic, but distance-wise, it would have to be.
Yeah.
Corbin in the nasty chat says Jasmine's Balloon Store would be called Jasmine's Balloon Tycoon. Pretty good. Yeah, we appreciate Jasmine making the balloons. We're going to do our predictions at 5 o'clock. We always have a little bit of fun with them. I think the Oilers will have a pretty good team. Well, I don't want to give away too much. But I think I'm going to make a couple predictions that people might say, Reid, that's stupid. And I'm like, bring it on, because who knows what's going to happen?
See,
how can you really know?
I really struggled with this, except for one thing. Except for one. And I'll let you know when
there's one that you're not sure. You can't even convince yourself of.
I'm worried. I'm definitely worried. Should we do some limericks while we there's a ton of limericks.
Let me do a clip here.
Sure.
Leon Draisaitl on McDavid taking less money.
It obviously shows that he wants to win. It's very obvious. But within our group, we got to do our work regardless of, individuals or it would have been the same in my situation. There's no difference. So, like I said, he's our captain, he's our leader, and he's our go-to guy. So, he's irreplaceable. So, obviously, great feeling for all of us. To like I said, have him for three more years.
All right, there's the highest paid player on the Oilers, Leon Draisaitl. Well, he would have been this year anyway, but for the next 2 years too.
Yeah, I like how he says that. There's our captain. That's our leader. That's the guy that's doing this and making this all happen.
Did you hear Wyshynski this morning?
Mm-hmm.
So what? McDavid, who is it? McDavid, Matthews, and Werenski all have the same agent and will all be UFAs in 3 years.
Yep.
And isn't Eichel a UFA after this year?
Yeah.
I think he is.
Yeah, he is.
Can you imagine?
No. I mean, but that's the thing with Werenski is he's all assuming that they're all going to go somewhere else.
Right.
And Dusty and Eric did a good job of saying, well, yeah, we would accept Austin Matthews and Werenski here. But
They'd have to make less than Connor, though.
Oh, nobody's making more than Connor.
It's fine. Leon can do it.
Can you imagine? I mean, I like that would piss so many people off if the Oilers were the first team in the NHL. Well, I guess Florida's kind of doing it.
But to have numerous star players.
Yeah, Florida,
I guess, kind of. Well, no state tax.
Oh, yeah. Strikes again. I mean, is Marchand still a superstar?
No, but he's a very good player.
A very good player that likes to lick
He played
people.
great in the Cup final. He might have been the best player in the Cup final, either team.
Might have been. You're right.
Okay, sorry. I interrupted I wanted to get that Leon clip in. What do you have for
that's
limericks?
fine.
Are these birthday limericks?
I got a pile. Steve Cadger. Oops. Sorry.
Uh-oh, did he use a naughty word?
No.
Oh.
There once was a glue guy named Jay whose presence kept chaos at bay. Now 50, he's steady. With wit locked and ready, still wrangling Chet Palmer each day.
Wow, that's good.
That's gonna go in. That's gonna go in.
We can say you turn 50 for the next 6 years.
Yes.
Till you actually turn 50.
Why? Why not? Why not? Steve. This is jeez. There once was a captain named McDeal who said, "Keep your millions, not me." With a wink and a grin, he said, "Let's just win." And the nasties all shouted with glee. Bronco Nick. Today's the birthday of Glue Guy. Maybe someone bakes him a pie. We're getting old. We should be bold. For you, I'll have some rye. Ah, thank you. This is from... Hang on a sec here. Sorry. A Bootski. A wish for the gluest of guys who deserves a really big... Oh, yeah. I think he did this one.
I'll read it again.
A wish for the gluest of guys who deserves a really big prize. Perhaps an Esty, a treasure chesty. Quick, Reid, bake him some pie.
You know what we haven't been doing? Is you just give me a topic and I do a limerick on the spot. Let's do it right now.
Do it right now?
Yeah, do it right now.
Vodka. I thought rye, why not?
Yeah, okay. There was once a drink made of potato that you could use to wash down tomato. Russian origin, yet not always a sin. If you were to drink it with former Bruin Ted Donato.
Yes.
I think Ted Donato played for the Bruins.
Dun, 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 dun.
I gotta check. Somebody's all mad if Donato.
Ted Donato!
I don't know if Ted Donato played for the Bruins. He did. Bruins, Rangers.
Oh, good.
Bruins, Islanders, Senators, Ducks, Stars, back to the Islanders, Kings, Blues, Rangers, Bruins. Well, I had a lot of options there for Ted Donato. Now 56 years of age. 60. All right, that was fun. We'll be making our predictions starting at 5. Keep posting to the Nasty Chat on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up. We need 5 more thumbs to get to 100. Share the show link with other people, too. Encourage them to check us out. And, we're at 97 thumbs. What an appropriate number to go to the break with.
Baby.
Coob, it's all you. And then Justin Rankin, new contract with the Elks.
Ike Howard and David Tomasek have both been recalled from the Condors after they were loaned to the AHL yesterday. James Hamblin heads back the other way in the move. And Zach Hyman has been moved to the long-term injured reserve as well. Hyman out until November as he continues to recover from a wrist injury. And the NHL season is underway midway through the contest. The Blackhawks and Panthers are notched to his side. Later tonight, the Penguins challenge the Rangers in the night. And the Kings meet the Avalanche. In Elks news, Jared Brinkman and Nick Anderson were both absent from practice. Brinkman out with a toe and shoulder injury. Anderson with a hip issue. MLB action in Toronto and New York throwing down. In Game 3 of their series, the Jays lead the Yankees 2-0 with their first chance to move on. First pitch just after 6. Shane Bieber the starter for the Jays. And the Mariners and Tigers game is in rain delay. First pitch was scheduled for 2:08. It's been moved to 5:08. Detroit and Seattle tied at 1 apiece. Justin Rankin is our next guest. Following the break, I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
Stuff your turkey, not your house. Need more space for your winter gear or to get the car into the garage? Sentinel Storage has convenient and affordable storage solutions at a store near you. Buy Canadian, store Canadian. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca.
The temperature may be dropping, but the action's heating up. Play Alberta is offering odds boosts on every Oilers game all season long. This is your chance to score big. And for a limited time only, our listeners get an exclusive $50 free bet when they deposit $50 using EST50. That's code EST50 for an exclusive $50 free bet. Alberta wins with Play Alberta. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
Win big this NFL season at the Canadian Brewhouse presented by Bud Light. You could win a trip to Super Bowl 60, plus prizes like smokers, Bud Light coolers, and a trip to an NFL home opener next season. Enjoy $1 off Bud Light and Budweiser tankards. Details at thecanadianbrewhouse.com.
The Alberta Snowmobile and Power Sports Show is back October 17th and 18th at the Edmonton Expo Center. See the 2026 lineup of sleds, ATVs, decks, GMC trucks, gear, and accessories. Meet 13-time X Games pro athlete Levi LaValle. Presented by GMC. AlbertaSnowmobileShow.com.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Holset, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at GCLDiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
The Oil Stream.
What a day. Connor McDavid, I am stunned. 2-year extension, no raise. What a legendary move from your captain, Connor McDavid. My goodness, that is absolutely insane. Trev, I got to know, man, how are you feeling right now, buddy? Speak for all the Oilers fans out there.
Man, that's crazy. I was not expecting this. I feel great.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hope you're having a great day. 8 minutes left in the second period. 2-2 Chicago and Florida in the NHL season opener. Jay and I are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Taco Tuesdays just leveled up at the Canadian Brewhouse all day. $3.49 new tacos and quesadillas. After 4 p.m., sip on $5.99 margaritas, $2 off Corona tankards, and tequila shots, or as we used to say back in Evansburg, tequila, starting at $5.99. Canadian Brewhouse studio.
It's Tuesday today.
Yes, today is Tuesday. We can go get all that stuff.
Tacos and tequila.
We'd have to do it. What's stopping us? Nothing.
Nothing? I think my wife and kids want me home.
Well, but then they can take you out.
Maybe they just meet us.
Oh, yeah. That's also would work. Kids can drive.
Girls have tried tequila.
Have they?
No.
They can have a little sip.
No. Did you ever do that? Like, my wife's family, my wife's always told me that they had little sips of like whiskey at Christmas when the family was doing that.
No, I did not. No,
I never did that.
No, I did not.
No.
That's that'll fry your brain.
Explains a lot.
Connor McDavid speaking today, signed the 2-year extension yesterday for $12.5 million per season.
Yeah, obviously said I was committed to winning here, and that's, I meant that when I said that. And 2 years makes a lot of sense. Gives us a chance to continue chasing down what we've been chasing down here with the core guys that have been here, and a little bit of money to work with too. So I think the deal makes sense for both sides.
Chris Knobloch asked if this helps Connor McDavid earn more respect with his teammates.
I don't think it could change anymore. I think everyone has so much respect for Connor, and it's just another act of what he's been doing throughout his time here. He's always put the team first. He's always put his teammates first. And yes, he's very driven to be the best player every single night when he hits that ice. But he's very cognizant of his teammates. And I saw that when he was young in Erie, and I see it here. Just, he wants to be the best, but he also wants his teammates to be recognized and get the attention that they deserve. So I think, I'm not sure that his teammates could have any more respect for him just because of who he's been and the way he's acted for his time here.
I thought it was a good clip from Knobloch. McDavid didn't necessarily need to do this to be more respected, but by his teammates. But obviously, a very highly thought of member of the team. Regardless, Knobloch also asked about the next 3 years in which McDavid will be on the roster.
I think it frames it a little bit differently. Every time a team gets good, all the players, their contracts inflate, and it makes it more difficult to keep that good team together. Now, a couple things are happening is, one, the salary cap's going up, and you don't have Connor McDavid's contract inflating like it probably would. So it gives the team a little more flexibility on keeping players that would otherwise have to leave. And it also allows the team to make some adjustments and bringing in players that maybe make our team strong.
All right, so a couple of thoughts there from Chris Knobloch. Oilers Flames tomorrow at 8 at Rogers Place. It counts in the standings. We will have the Oil Stream pregame show with Tom Gazzola at 7, and then Tom hosting the Oil Stream postgame show after the game. Matt Cassian will hop on. I'll be on with Reid for Ewell. So that'll be fun. We get going again. And the Flames will be an interesting team to watch, too, with Dustin Wolf going into his second year and Ryan Huska coaching the team again, and just see if they can be a difficult out like they were last year.
To that point, like Smitty the Welder earlier said that they didn't make any changes in the offseason. But last year, wasn't it much more of a shared net than it will be this year? Like, won't Dustin Wolf be taking the majority of the
I can't remember
games?
what the split was last year, but I imagine he'd play even more this year.
Yeah. So that's quite a change. Seems like a good young goalie.
All right. We got him. Okay, perfect. Just going to shift gears a little bit to the other team in town, and this team is making a push for the playoffs, and a big reason they're doing that is the play of this gentleman who has a contract extension of his own. He's now signed with the Elks through the 2027 season. It is running back Justin Rankin checking in. Justin, you're on with Reid and Jay. How are you doing?
Heck yeah, I'm amazing, man. How y'all doing?
Well, we're doing very well. Thanks a lot for taking the time to join us. Can you just kind of give your perspective of how this extension came together and what it means to you to get this commitment from the team?
Yeah, I mean, it's huge, right? Like, it's always nice to have stability, and, it's always nice to stay in a place where, like, you're wanted, right? This was the first team that, gave me an opportunity and, allowed me to take advantage of the opportunity. They believed in me. Nobody else, really believed in me to give me that chance. And, it's nice to be able to stick around and stay here with the fans that, welcome me and, open me with welcome arms. So, it's nice to be able to, stay here where you're wanted, right?
In a moment like this, and I know you've commented on this before, but I think there might be some context here. I mean, you were let go by this team, and then you were brought back, and now you have an extension. I mean, do you kind of put it all in context? Maybe a team that, and I know it was different managers and coaches, but at one point said, you know what, we don't want you, and now that same club says, hey man, like, we're building around you.
Yeah, for sure. Like me and a couple of the guys, we always talk about it, kind of, kind of joke about it every now and then. Like, yeah, I got released, but that's part of the game. That's part of the football business, right? Regardless of what it was for that they released me for, that it is what it is. They still gave me an opportunity to come into camp and, showcase my skills. Obviously a huge shout out to, Coach Jajak, for believing in me and believing what he saw during camp, to have faith enough to bring me back, midway through the season. So I appreciate him for doing that. I appreciate G-Roy and, them believing me, that staff and organization for believing me. And, obviously his staff for building upon that and seeing what I did last year and, believing in me to come in here and help make a change. That's huge. So, I appreciate them. Like I said, like, it feels good to be wanted.
Yeah, like you said, you were here last year, Justin. Now you're seeing the changes that have come in the offseason. It feels like this team has turned the corner and is heading in the right direction, which is music to many Elks fans' ears. Did that play into your decision to extend here until the 2027 season?
I mean, no, not really. Like, in my brain, I always kind of wanted to stay, right? Like this, again, like I said, to me, it was more of a loyalty thing, right? This is the team that gave me the opportunity. And I think a lot of people forget that, like, we cleared house, right? Like the first year of having a new president, a new coach, a new GM, and new players, like, it's not going to look the prettiest. It's not going to look the greatest. It's the first year of clearing house and bringing all these new guys in, trying to set a new standard, set a new mentality. That's hard to do. And for us to go through the adversity in the beginning of the year and then continue to grow as a team and mature as a team and be where we're at now to, give ourselves, somewhat of a chance to continue to make a postseason run. I mean, it's truly remarkable.
You lead the CFL in big plays with 15. You're second in touchdowns with 12. But something that has often stood out to myself, and I'm sure many of the fans, it's often your second effort and your ability to run through tackles that's most impressive. Is that just something that you've always been, you've always had in your toolbox and your vision, or are you actively training on that during the week to be able to do that with such ease?
I mean, I just like to play hard. If I'm going to go out there and play football and make the sacrifices I make to play this game, like, I might as well give it everything I got, right? Like, there's no point to, do anything 50%. So, everything I'm doing is 100% plus. And, it makes it a lot easier when you got guys on your team that, are also giving their all, right? Like, that makes you want to go even harder, harder than what they're going. So, it's like a little competition in the competition with, your teammates. Like, okay, you're going to give 110, I'm going to give 115, right? So it makes it a lot easier when you got guys that are, bought in and all in as well.
Justin, the last 3 games have been decided on the last play. Earlier in the season, you guys had a last-minute decision against Hamilton, 3-point loss to Saskatchewan. You won in the dying seconds against Montreal. What's it like playing in all these close games, and how do you manage your emotions when it often comes down to the final play or two?
Yeah, it's tough. Like, right? Like, those are some of the, the funnest games to play in, but some of the worst games if you don't come out on the other end, right? The winning end. And, those are the hardest pill to swallow, because you're looking at all the little minute things like this would have went right, this would have happened. But, huge thing that Coach Killam and, Coach McDavid talk about is just banking experience. And, that's what we're doing, right? Like, we're just banking the experience of these close games, these emotional games, and, hoping that we can come out on the other side, if it comes again, which, we did in the Fans game, right? We had 2 close games. We've made a lot of corrections, talked about a lot of things that we need to do if we ever were presented in this situation again. And, I mean, lo and behold, like, literally the next week it happened. And, I think as a team, like, we showed a lot of maturity coming out there, and instead of making the same mistakes, right, like, we capitalized.
Justin Rankin joining us here on the Reid Wilkins Show. Justin, I have one more for you, because I look, you've been in our office, you've been on the hangout here, and I've come up to you and I've said, look, man, I was the guy. I just want you to remember it. I'm going to remind you, I was the guy saying, Justin Rankin, MOP, put it somewhere, put it on some book, because I'd like to play it. So I still would if I could. But your saying has always been, ain't seen nothing yet, right?
You ain't never seen nothing like it.
Ain't never seen nothing like it. Yes, that's the one. Okay. Have we seen anything like it? Like, is there more for us to see, Justin? Because what we've seen already is pretty damn impressive. But do you still have more in the tank for this team?
No, for sure. Again, this is like, I see this is really my first year in the CFL, right? Last year I was a 3rd string running back, often 2nd string. I started with 1 or 2 games. I was really just getting my feet wet, yeah, I'm not considered a rookie, but this is my first full year as like a starter, being able to get comfortable, like really be able to play in the CFL. And, I think there's a lot more in the tank, right? Like, still feel good. I feel like I'm 22 still. My body feels good, knock on wood, I've had no major injuries. Like, I feel amazing. So, if I can give more than what's in the tank, I'm going to continue to do that for this team, right? I love this team. I love this organization. I love this city. So whatever I can do to help this, organization get back on the right path and have that winning arrow going up, I'm going to do that.
Okay. Look, there was another extension signed this week. How aware were you of what's going on with the Oilers and Connor McDavid, or how much have you had to learn about hockey since you became an Edmontonian?
Yeah, I've definitely been trying to keep up with it a lot more, but I definitely seen that he signed yesterday. We all made a joke about, like, they might not want to post my extension until 2 weeks from now. But I mean, that's awesome to see. I mean, I think it's awesome that everybody's talking about the pay cut he took just to be here in a city that he loves, right? Like, that shows you just how much how amazing the city is and how amazing the fans and the community is, that you got a guy that could go somewhere else and make way more than what he's making. He took a huge pay cut just to try to bring back a cup to this city. That's huge.
All right, and Winnipeg's coming up. I mean, look, you guys have a chance to make the playoffs, but there's not a lot of room for error here. Just maybe a thought on facing the Bombers and their defense. It's been a few months ago, or a few weeks anyway, I guess, since you last played them.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great team overall, offense and defense. And, at the end of the day, I continue to tell all you guys, the team that makes the least amount of mistakes, they normally win. And, that's the goal, right? Just focusing on this week, focusing on us, right? It's nothing about them. It's all about us, right? And we just want to go out there and try to put the best thing that we can on film, give our best effort and, limit the mistakes. If we limit the mistakes, we put ourselves in the best position to win.
All right. Justin, congratulations on the contract extension. It's been awesome seeing you blossom as a member of the Edmonton Elks. All the best down the stretch here as you push to get a playoff spot. Thank you so much for making time for us on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Heck yeah. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all always.
Justin Rankin from your Edmonton Elks checking in. Great story. Exciting player. I mean, just a marvelous talent. And as we've seen, a running back who can also contribute catching the ball as well. I mean, there's been a couple games where he's been their leading rusher and receiver. And
he is their leading receiver.
He still is the leading receiver.
Yeah.
I didn't even look at the latest stats. So yardage-wise, he's still the leading receiver. Yeah, he will. I'd be stunned if he wasn't their MOP nominee for the team.
What a great time to be an Edmontonian, right? I mean, your Captain Connor resigns, extends. The NHL season's starting. You're still sitting here on October 7th talking about an Elks team that's fighting for their playoff lives. I know that sounds, why are you celebrating that?
It'd be better if the Elks were,
I understand
in
that,
my mind, but I get what you're saying.
Baby steps. This team will get there, and this team will be competing for a long time. You can mark my words. But right now, they're in that desperate fight, and the team is, the city's rallying behind them. I love it. Like I said, NHL's starting. You got all, World Series, baseball, all that's coming up. It's a great time.
Well, and baseball playoffs more interesting, at least for me, because the Blue Jays are in it.
Heck yeah.
I mean, I usually will watch baseball playoffs, but now I'm a little more like, I actually want to see what's happening. Or the Saturday's Blue Jays game, I watched all of it.
Electric.
Sundays, I watched most of it. And tonight I'll be able to watch most of it as well, as you have an interesting wager on that game.
Hey, man, Just trying to stay happy,
baby.
baby.
Keep everybody happy.
Yeah, that's right.
You can text us 780-218-9999. The afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of Tap 25 Restaurant, where the entire menu is 50% off 7 days a week. That is from 2 to 5 p.m. We're going to do it. We're going to make our guaranteed to be correct predictions for the NHL season. Jay and I, each on our own, are going to pick the 16 playoff teams, who beats who in the Stanley Cup final, the Oilers' record for the season, plus a bonus extra prediction, part of the off-topic topic for William Huff. I've already given mine, but I'll say it again once we get through this, once we get doing it, just to remind people or to bring it to people who haven't heard. And you can chime in as well. I gave the text line 780-218-9999 for River Cree Resort and Casino. Post in the nasty chat on YouTube, and keep giving us a thumbs up on YouTube. If you haven't already, do not be a pleasure delayer. We're over 100. Let's see how high we can go. Here's the 5 o'clock break.
Two guys and a goalie.
Cass, let's get your thoughts on this, man. When you first heard it was going to be 2 years at the exact same cap hit, what came to your mind?
Oh, my jaw hit the floor. And all of a sudden, all my theories that I got called crazy for, that everyone in Toronto and Calgary was just tearing me to shreds, all of a sudden that became so much more plausible and realistic.
Two guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Weiss Johnson, whoa.
Hi, Dennis from Weiss Johnson here, and we're excited to be partnering up with the Nielsen Show and have a special deal exclusive for Nielsen Show listeners. Get 10% off any new Trane furnace, air conditioner, or heat pump installation from now until the end of October. Bundle a furnace with an AC or heat pump and get 25% off the package price. Get your home comfort now for all seasons with Weiss Johnson and Trane. Trane, it's hard to stop a train. Visit wjsportstalk.com today.
The Blue Jays are playoff ready. Are you? Store your treasures with Sentinel Storage and create space for watch parties and cheering with friends. Sentinel Storage, official storage provider of the Toronto Blue Jays. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca.
Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed for small businesses, because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Join over 5,000 Alberta businesses who have chosen us to help their business grow and succeed. Alberta Blue Cross takes care of you and your employees, so you can take care of your business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
At Mind360, we invite you to embark on your mental health journey in a safe and comfortable space. Conveniently located in St. Albert, Mind360 has a diverse team of experienced clinicians that offer a broad range of tailored services for children, adults, and families. Furthermore, we are very proud to serve our military, veterans, and first responders. If you're looking for counseling, treatment, or assessment, understand that you are not alone. Contact Mind360 at mind360.ca to book an appointment today.
Zach Hyman will start the season for the Oilers on the long-term injured reserve. He's expected to be out for all of October after sustaining a wrist injury against the Stars in round 3 of the playoffs. Other Oilers news, Ike Howard and David Tomasek have been recalled from the Condors after they were sent down to the AHL yesterday. James Hamblin making his way back to the Condors in the move. And entering the third period, Florida and Chicago are tied at 2 apiece. Later at 6, the Penguins and Rangers drop the puck before LA and Colorado match up at 8:30. Meanwhile, the Jays have the Yankees on the brink of elimination, up 2-0 entering Game 3. Toronto gets Shane Bieber starting with Carlos Rodon countering for New York. First pitch just after 6. In Motor City, it's the Tigers and Mariners getting set to play. They had a rain delay. First pitch in just about 6 minutes. That series is deadlocked at 1 apiece. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. Third and final hour of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
Jay's got his cell phone on, the light on. This is North Shore.
That's the new way the kids do it. It's like a lighter.
No more lighters at concerts.
No.
You just turn your cell phone light on. Which song is this again? Is this the nine? This isn't the 9/11 song, is it?
Yes, it is.
Oh well,
yeah, it's a
happy
sad
birthday,
song.
buddy.
I didn't laugh.
Oh my goodness!
There we are.
Whose idea was it to write a 9/11 song?
Our bass player, Robbie.
He was the creative force.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is right in his wheelhouse.
Oh my goodness! Do you still talk to him?
Yeah, from time to time.
From time to time.
He lives in Kelowna.
He always brings up another tragedy he'd like to write a song about.
Oh, if you only knew, Reid.
Oh,
if you only knew. It's kind of an ongoing joke in our friend group.
Oh heavens!
Hey, did you hear about so and so?
Yeah, there's your song title.
Yeah, he's no longer with us. What? Rob? He would be. He's that guy. He's
got the dark humor.
Yep, very much so.
I would never act like that.
You? No.
Mariners Tigers getting underway. Finally. You can't play in a little rain? Come on, Detroit. I thought you were the Motor City.
Yeah,
I don't
it really
know what
is.
that has to do with avoiding rain.
Detroit.
Drive away from it. Detroit. Yeah. The stadium should be on wheels and they could just drive it to a sunnier part
of
the country.
Why can't they play in rain?
It's
the ball's wet. Is that literally
It's
it?
just uncomfortable and cold. And you need fans.
Do you?
Yeah. Well, I think you do.
Well, yeah, it helps.
It
but
helps.
Do you?
That's part of the reason there's sports, so that people go. 2-2 Panthers and Chicago Blackhawks after 2 periods in the NHL season opener. We are getting ready for the Oilers season opener tomorrow against the Calgary Flames. It's 8 o'clock at Rogers Place. We will have coverage all day long here on Edmonton Sports Talk, and then the Oil Stream pregame show with Tom Gazzola at 7 p.m. tomorrow, and then Tom's after the game with the Oil Stream postgame show. Connor McDavid, ready to go. He answered some questions today. I asked him, why was yesterday the day? You said you were thinking about it. You were weighing a bunch of stuff. Why was yesterday the day where you said green light on the extension?
Well, I think obviously not wanting to be a distraction plays a factor. It's a lot for guys to have to come in here and answer questions for other guys. The coach to get asked about it, the GM to get asked about it every day. So nice to get it out of the way. No one's got to talk about it anymore. That obviously plays a factor, and then obviously just myself not wanting to answer the question and giving the Oilers some clarity on what's going to go down.
All right, so there we go. McDavid ready to go for tomorrow. If you have us on YouTube, if you don't, I'll describe it. We have balloons on the desk and cascading down onto the floor. These were made by Jasmine, who was on the Hangout this morning. Great colleague of ours here, who is big into celebrating birthdays. So I said, can you do something cool for Jay? But he doesn't need a month-long birthday.
You got that right.
Just something. So she texted me last night and said, I'll be bringing in some balloons for Jay. Can you make sure? She said it was a balloon arch. I think we ruined the shape when we tried to carry. I think she wanted you to walk under them ceremonially.
It's a bouquet of balloons.
Yes, that's right.
This is about the appropriate amount of
this is fine.
This is right.
I'm with you. I think you and I are the same. If somebody did this for me, I'd be like, okay, that's cool.
That's cool.
And much more than this, I would have been like, get over it.
Yeah, leave.
Yeah,
get out of my life.
Get out of my right. Affiliation over.
Yes.
Well, don't you mean our friendship? No, affiliation.
No, affiliation.
That's all it ever was.
You.
Whoa! David Lee Roth coming in hot there, as he often did.
El Presidente says it becomes a safety issue if you can't grip the ball properly. People will get hit and hurt if they can't control pitches or throws.
Yeah, that's true.
Jeremy the Surveyor. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
Where's the infrared?
I can feel your anger.
That's all. Were there people on like some Flames fan site all mad?
Oh, I heard that weren't Flames Nation all up in a tizzy about Connor re-signing here? And how could he do that?
Well,
Not take a pay raise.
Okay.
I don't know why that's my Calgary voice.
That's what we say to them.
Yeah. I can feel your anger.
There it is.
Suck it. Yeah.
I saw a headline in Toronto. It was Maple Leafs Daily saying Connor McDavid breaks the hearts of Leafs fans.
Why did they even think they were in contention?
They have the right to every
What
player
world
they
do you
think
live
they
in?
should get.
Hey, it's because he's. Yeah, have you seen the picture of pajamas?
Why don't you trade?
He was in their pajamas.
That wasn't
okay?
him.
Hey,
that wasn't
Toronto.
him. That was John Tavares.
Didn't he? Well, he is a. He grew up at Toronto.
Toronto. Here's something for you. Here's a little tip. Why don't you try keep your own damn talent in your city?
Yeah, you run Marner out of town.
Yeah, you're running everybody else out of town.
Might win the Art Ross Trophy for the Golden Knights.
I mean, it's a dog with a cape.
Hang on. There it is.
Who came up with a dog with a cape? When did that arrive? I watched Superman for years on television. I never saw a dog with a cape.
Jeremy the Surveyor in the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Shout out to Cade. Cade just hit a hole-in-one on 13 at Broadmoor.
No way.
He did. He did it. Cade, these birthday balloons are now for you. Celebrate.
That's awesome. An ace.
An ace.
And I was just thinking, what's a school kid doing golfing on a... teacher strike.
Oh, wait.
I hope we have a lot more teachers tuning in.
Well, yeah.
Because you know why?
Why?
I got it bad. Got it bad. Got it bad. I'm hot for teacher.
Dudley, this we got to get to.
Yeah.
This is a limerick before we get to our prediction. Dudley says, oh, he's got 2 limericks here. It's Milne's special day. What a treat. Plus, the Oilers just turned up the heat. With McDavid re-signed, Jay's got peace of mind. Now his birthday feels doubly sweet. And then he has another one here. To Jay and Reid, we give cheer for a talent that's truly quite clear. They've sparked quite a trend. With limericks we send half of Edmonton's poets this year. Well done, Dudley.
Yeah, really good. Really good. I'm trying to finish a limerick about you by the end of the show.
Ooh.
But I may have boxed myself into a corner. With nobody puts Wilkie in the corner.
Nobody puts Baby in the
Wilkie
corner.
himself. All right. We're going to do it. Spency 5 cents he just put in the nasty chat. Oh, my God. Well, he could be reacting to a few things we said in the last couple of minutes.
Yeah.
Not sure what that's about.
We don't know which one.
It's time for buying or selling for David Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com. Instagram handle, Damon Bunting Real Estate. We are going to do it. We are going to potentially embarrass ourselves and make our predictions for the NHL season. Now, I do not think my failing can be topped from last season, in which I predicted the Nashville Predators to win the Stanley Cup, and they were pretty much eliminated from the playoffs by November 6th. Well, how did they start the season? I didn't even look.
It was awful.
It was awful. Predators 24-25. Didn't the Oilers beat them twice? They went to Nashville twice in the first month, I think, and won both.
Terrible.
The Predators finished with 30 wins, 44 losses, and 8 OTL for 68 points. They were minus 60 in goal differential. They started 0-5, and they were 7-12-6 by the end of November. Well, it could have come back from that, but then they went 4-8-1 in December. They had 1 month in which they were over 500. So, now, having said that, I did make, but the best prediction I probably made at this time last year was I said the Oilers would have 102 points and they had 101.
You were really close.
Oilers, and I said they wouldn't have a good October as well last year, and they were kind of I think they were 500 in October. So we'll see. Take that for what it's worth. So Jay and I are going to pick the 8 teams from each conference that make the playoffs. We're going to pick who beats who in the Stanley Cup, and we're going to give you the Oilers record. You can chime in. Casino Dealer Jay, the second time's a charm for the Preds, Reid? Yeah, maybe I should just pick them. I should just pick them every year. All right, we might as well start in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so let's do the 3.
Should we start with the wild cards? No, just kidding.
Well, let's do our 3 playoff qualifiers from the Metropolitan Division.
Okay. Would you like me to go
as
first?
Much time on the East. Yeah, you go first for this one.
Okay, I've got New Jersey, Carolina, New York Rangers.
Okay, well, this will be a little boring. I have the same 3 teams. I'll go a different order. I'll have Carolina first, the Devils second, and I'll put the Rangers third because I think they did a lot of trades during last season. They've hired Mike Sullivan as a head coach. I think he'll give them a new coach bump. Obviously, long tenured coach with the Pittsburgh Penguins. Part of this was just also maybe a bit by default, because I was looking at that division. I'm like, okay, so last year, here's the thing. I don't think, credit to what Washington did last year, I don't think they can do it again. And as a matter of fact, I'll give a hint right now. I don't have the Capitals back into the playoffs. I think Carberry did a great job as coach, but I think they played above their... I guess they played over their heads for a lot of the season. I think they got swept up in the Ovechkin goal chase. And then, as you saw, they went out fairly quietly in the second round to Carolina. So I don't have Washington getting back in.
Nor do I.
I mean, Pittsburgh's in that division. They're probably not going to be very good. Philly, probably not, though maybe there's a bump from Tocchet I mean, I did have a brief flirtation with them because I do think Tocchet's a good coach. Columbus actually came close to a playoff spot last year, but I don't have them sneaking in. So I'm going Carolina, New Jersey, and I do think the Rangers will get into the playoffs.
I don't have any other teams from the Metropolitan getting in.
Actually, I don't either. My wild cards are from the ATL division.
Look at us. Great minds make for boring radio.
Okay, I'll go first for
we didn't do these together. Like, this is what it is.
Yeah, what can we do? And it's so, I mean, I don't know. I mean, sometimes I think who's not going to make it, and then out of the teams that's left, I think, all right, who might get in? For the Atlantic Division, I have the Leafs once again finishing first, though I know they lost Marner. I will once again have Tampa Bay second. Don't forget, the Ottawa Senators had 97 points last year. That was 1 point behind the Florida Panthers, who won the Cup, right? I'll have Ottawa getting up into third this year. So my Atlantic Division 3 teams are Toronto, Tampa Bay, and Ottawa.
I have Toronto and Tampa Bay as well, but I don't have Florida falling quite that far. So I have Florida still in the top 3 in the Atlantic.
Florida's a wild card for me.
Yeah.
I think they're going to have a bit of a tougher... I mean, they were almost a wild card last year. They were only a point out of being a wild card. So I have Florida as a wild card team this year, and I'll once again have the Canadiens as a wild card team. Could Detroit challenge? Yes. Could Buffalo challenge? Probably not. I think Boston's going to be poor. So that's why I went with those teams.
I have Ottawa and Detroit.
Oh, so you have Detroit because you have the Habs dropping out.
Yes.
And we both have Washington dropping out.
Yes.
Okay. I think we're being perfectly reasonable.
Well, I mean, Montreal could end up anywhere in that conversation, realistically. I think the Senators. You might be right on your choice to have them in the top 3 in the Atlantic. See that. They're steadily improving.
Yeah, well, it's so like again. So the Atlantic Division last year was Leafs 108, Tampa 102, Florida 98, Ottawa 97, and Montreal got in with 91. So the Florida Panthers won the Stanley Cup. They were a point away from being a wild card team.
Yeah,
if Ottawa would have got another win. So it's so tight as we often talk about. Okay, so let's do our 8 Western Conference playoff teams, then we'll break and come back and do our Cup final and Oilers stuff and people's predictions that they're sending in.
Okay.
Central Division, I'll go first.
Sure.
You can go first for the Pacific. I think this is going to be a really good division. Glenn Gulletson, the former Oilers assistant, is now the coach of the Dallas Stars. They're a good team. I mean, haven't they been in the West Final 3 years in a row? Haven't been able to make it to the final. I have Dallas finishing first in the Central. I still think Winnipeg's going to be very, very good. And I have the St. Louis Blues finishing third in the Central Division.
Wow.
I'm going to go with coaching. Montgomery's been a good coach wherever he's been.
You don't have Colorado finishing in the top 3 of the Central?
No. I think the Colorado hype is overhyped.
Really?
Colorado hype is overhyped. I think the Colorado hype is a bit excessive.
I have Colorado winning the Central. I have Winnipeg coming in second, and I have Dallas third.
Okay.
In the Pacific, I have the Oilers winning the Pacific for the first time since
87. Last time they finished first in the division.
I had the Oilers winning the Pacific, Vegas second, and Calgary third in the Pacific.
Okay, I have Vegas as your regular season winners in the Pacific. And then I have Oilers Flames round 1, baby. 2 against 3.
Yeah. Interesting.
I'll ride the Calgary hype. I'll ride the Dustin Wolf hype. I'll ride the that they can be a pesky, difficult out again. I'll say why not? And let's get a Battle of Alberta in round 1. Again, talk about teams that were close. Calgary had 96 points. The St. Louis Blues had 96 points. Blues got in on a tiebreaker. Minnesota had 97. I mean, Calgary was only 5 points behind Edmonton. That's a point a month over the course of the season. Even less than that. So I say Calgary gets in this year. Wild cards. So you're going Edmonton, Vegas, Calgary?
Yes.
And I'll go Vegas, Edmonton, Calgary.
Wild cards.
All right. I am going to go Colorado as a wild card.
I'm going LA as a wild card.
Okay, I have LA missing the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they can do it again. Again, I'll give my overly specific or somewhat goofy prediction, whatever you want to call it right now. I mentioned it earlier. Mine will be that Peter DeBoer is coaching the Kings by January 1st. I know that would hurt you if Jim Hiller wound up out of a job. I know Holland's there. I know he's made some changes. I think that they were exposed by the Oilers as the series went on in the first round. And I think that they will continue to be as this season goes along. So I have LA dropping out. I have the Anaheim Ducks as a wild card team. And I as people have noticed, I'm just riding the coaching train on some of these. Montgomery and the Blues, Sullivan and the Rangers, and I'm riding Quenneville and the Ducks. Yes, they're going to have to improve by probably about 16 points, but it can happen. So I'm like, why not? Maybe that's my going out on a limb. I got the Ducks getting in. And your wild cards were who?
LA and St. Louis.
LA and St. Louis. All right. Teams I don't have making it. I think Chicago, no chance. I watch Nashville all of a sudden be really good. I mean, Nashville's got a lot of work to do. Utah certainly has a shot. I don't have Minnesota in. They should be very good and have a shot as well. I mean, last year, Utah got up to 89 points. They'd have to improve by about 7 or 8. Minnesota is going to be there. I don't think the Canucks will get there, but I almost put them in. You know, if Demko's healthy for the entire season, I think they still have a good roster. I think they got to obviously clean some things up from last year. It's just, the teams now Anaheim's my one going out on a limb. I easily could have put Vancouver or Minnesota in. I wanted to do something a little different. I mean, it'd be easy to pick the same 7 or 8 teams from last year. I think Vancouver probably will be a tough out. I don't think Seattle's flat out good enough, and I think San Jose is still a long ways away. So that's kind of how I arrived at that.
Yeah, that's quite a step for the Anaheim Ducks to take.
Sure is, baby. Well, why not? Could happen.
Why not? I like that. Do you want my prediction?
Your kind of goofy one?
Yeah.
Sure, let's do it.
Connor McDavid wins both the Hart and Rocket Richard trophies.
I think that's a decent bet. Well, how many goals do you think he's going to get?
62.
62 goals? Well, if he gets 62 goals, he'll probably win the Hart Trophy too.
Yeah.
I'm really fascinated if he and Leon play the whole season together on the same line.
We've talked about this, and we've said that does this not feel like a giant Connor McDavid giving the middle finger to the entire league and just taking off?
Let me go. Yeah, we're going to embarrass you.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be.
Could be.
If he plays with a bit of what I say about Leon, he plays. I don't mind when Leon gets a little angry. I know he might take the odd silly penalty, but sometimes a peeved Leon is a very deadly Leon.
That's a good
Maybe
Leon.
the same thing's going to be the same for Connor. Chris asking about Lucic. I don't think Lucic would be an Oiler ever again. Is he even back with the Blues? Did he sign a PTO with the Blues?
He signed a PTO, but he was released.
He was released. Okay, I don't see Lucic as an option for the Oilers. Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta, your home for online gaming excitement featuring casino games, live dealer action, lottery, instance, and sports betting. Now with the new Play Alberta app, you can take the fun with you anywhere. Download the app or sign up today at playalberta.ca. And people can still, they have until 6 o'clock to wager on yours?
Yeah, 6:05 or whenever the first pitch is. That is the Yankees to win and over 6.5 runs. And just for those tuning in, the Balloons are here to celebrate my birthday.
Yes.
This is a way to ensure that it's a happy evening in the Milne household. Either the Blue Jays win or Daddy wins some money.
Are your girls into baseball?
Oh, yeah, they're into playoffs.
Because they're pretty sports
They're
savvy.
into playoff baseball. Like, if I was to sit down and watch, but playoff baseball just has that vibe.
Yeah, and I think that's what my parents are like, too. It's like, oh, it's the Blue Jays. Like, I think if it was, Mets, Rangers, or whatever.
Well, it's not often you get to see the Blue Jays to start a game at 6 either.
Yeah.
Right?
That's a good point.
Right?
Yeah,
So
nice. We're going to get
nice
home
you
and
can
watch
watch
the game
it together.
All right, when we get back, Jay and I will predict the Oilers' record for the season, and we will predict who beats who in the Stanley Cup final. This is the moment you've all been waiting for. I know when many of you woke up this morning, you said to yourself, gosh, blimey, I've got to listen to the Reid Wilkins Show with Jay Milne to get their Stanley Cup final prediction. Myrtle, have you seen my notepad? I'm going to have to make a note of it. Dun, da, da, da. Here's the coop.
The Oilers have recalled Ike Howard and David Tomasek from the AHL, both players being loaned to the team yesterday, and James Hamblin heads the other way, being re-signed to the Condors, while Zach Hyman heads to the long-term injured reserve with a wrist injury. He's expected to be out until November, and it's a triple header in the NHL to begin the season. There's about 12 and a half minutes left between the Blackhawks and Panthers game. 5-on-4 power play for Chicago right now. It's tied at 2 apiece. And for the Elks, Nick Anderson, Jared Brinkman missed practice. Anderson sitting out with a hip injury. Brinkman sidelined with a shoulder and toe issue. Meanwhile, the Jays can close out their series with the Yankees up 2-0 entering Game 3. Shane Bieber takes them out for the Bluebirds. First pitch at 6:08. And from Detroit, the Mariners and Tigers are underway. They're runless. Top of the second. 2 outs for the Tigers. Run on first. Josh Flaherty pitching for the Tigers. Seattle at bat. 2 outs for them. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since '93. They have doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, they have plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff today at Windsor Plywood Leduc. The Reid Wilkins Show returns with their Stanley Cup predictions. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The temperature may be dropping, but the action's heating up. Play Alberta is offering odds boosts on every Oilers game all season long. This is your chance to score big. And for a limited time only, our listeners get an exclusive $50 free bet when they deposit $50 using EST50. That's code EST50 for an exclusive $50 free bet. Alberta wins with Play Alberta. Must be 18 plus to play. If you gamble, please use your game sense.
It's wing showdown time at the Canadian Brewhouse. Creamy street corn goes head-to-head with Mexican chili lime. 2 bold flavors battling for your taste buds. Grab them anytime, or just 69 cents every Wing Wednesday. The Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Just wasting gas.
Don't miss 3-time CCMA Performer of the Year, Dallas Smith, Unplugged, November 1st at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Get your tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Stuff your turkey, not your house. Need more space for your winter gear or to get the car into the garage? Sentinel Storage has convenient and affordable storage solutions at a store near you. Buy Canadian, store Canadian. Try 4 weeks free. Visit sentinelstorage.ca.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
2-2 Chicago, Florida NHL game. First one of the season. 11 minutes left in the third period in Sunrise, Florida. Oilers tomorrow at 8 against the Calgary Flames at Rogers Place. We will have the Oil Stream pregame show hosted by Tom Gazzola at 7. Oilers defenseman Jake Walman not expected to play tomorrow, but pretty darn excited about McDavid not taking a raise in that extension.
Yeah, it's incredible. Obviously, he's a guy that can ask for whatever he wants, money-wise. But when I asked Stan and the guys in there because I knew the deal was done, but I didn't know what it was for when I asked them, and I heard the number. Like I said, wow, what a effing captain that we have. So proud of him and look forward to it.
All right, a little bit from Jake Walman while we were playing that clip. The Panthers score to go up 3-2 on Chicago with 10:20 left in the third. I have written a birthday limerick for you, J. Milne.
Wow. I'm honored.
There was once a radio man named Milne. He would smoke his meat in a kiln. A man of glue knows what to do when your empty gas tank needs film.
That's good.
There are virtually no words that rhyme with kiln except your name. So, film.
Yeah, that's
when your empty gas tank needs filling.
That's very
kind
creative.
Of fit it in there. Well, I'm known for my creativity.
You are a limerick
Actually,
master.
I'm just known for being very weird.
I wouldn't say that. You're weird and creative.
Oh, thanks, baby.
Both.
780-218-9999 is how you text us. That is the afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino, home of the kitchen restaurant. Sundays and Mondays, 50% off the entire menu. That's available Sundays and Mondays, 5 p.m. until close. You can email Reid at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, Jay at EdmontonSportsTalk.com, and you can post in the nasty chat as well. And give us a thumbs up if you were there. We have soared past 100 thumbs. What's that? What happened? Did a balloon fall?
No, somebody said to check under the desk to see if Eric left me a birthday Pilsner.
Oh.
I don't think he did.
That would have been quite kind. We're going to leave the balloons for them, I think.
Might as well.
You might as well. We posted in the nasty chat. Give us a thumbs up on YouTube as we let's try to get at least 225. We need 10 more in the final half hour of the show. If you've already given the thumbs up, then share the show link with somebody else and say, hey, check these guys out. Give them the thumbs up. Once you start listening to them, it'll become part of your daily routine. It'll become it'll be a daily routine that will become a 24-hour habit.
Or a 24-hour habit, yes.
Something like that. All right. Buying or selling for Damon Bunting. We're making our guaranteed to be correct NHL predictions. We have told you which 16 teams are going to make the playoffs. The Cube is now going to be part of this. Let's do the Oilers' regular season record first.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
Well, I have them winning the Pacific. So let's just remember that when I go to my win total here. Last year, Las Vegas won the Pacific with 110 points. I have the Oilers getting 112 points. I have them going 51, 21, and 10.
Oh, wow.
51, 21, 10.
Now, last year, didn't you have them at 56 wins? You went high.
Yeah.
I think you're going high again.
But
that's
my
okay.
birthday.
So you have them at 112 points, which last year would have been second overall to the Winnipeg Jets.
Yeah.
So if you win 112, if you get to 112, you might win the President's Trophy even.
Well,
you think they're going to have a great regular season?
Could be.
Okay, so 50 when you're saving all this stuff.
Oh, I got it written down right here on
You
my.
have them at 51.
51, 21, and 10.
Okay, Mr. Kubish.
Yes.
What is your Oilers record?
Well, this previous season, they went 48, 29, and 5 with 101 points. I'm going to give them 104 points, going 46, 24, and 12. 12 overtime losses.
They did do very well in overtime last year. I think they were, was it 11 and 5 off the top of my head? It was pretty good. It was well over 500 in 3-on-3, and they didn't go to a lot of shootouts, but also including the shootouts. So Kube has them
46, 24, and 12?
Yes.
And what's that point total again?
104.
104. Okay. I'm actually coming in even lower than both of you.
Wow.
And the reason is I think there are a couple of very, one especially in November, an arduous road trip that I think it'll be hard as it goes on to bank a lot of points. I do think that I've talked about a goal deficit. I do think there might be, even as great as as Connor are, and I think they're both going to have big seasons, I think there might be some stretches in which they don't score a lot. Obviously there's going to be, the D-core I think is going to be the best they've had in a while, at least in terms of puck moving. Like they got 5,
Maybe
if
not
not
actual
6 guys. Defense, yeah, sure. Defensive play, goaltending. Obviously, Skinner has to bounce back, and they're going to need Pickard to be very, very good whenever he plays. So, there are some question marks there for me. There aren't enough for me to see them dropping out of the playoffs because, quite frankly, Connor and Leon have dragged worse rosters than this into the postseason in the years that they've got in. But I do think there'll be some rough patches or some dry spells. So I have the Oilers going 45, 29, and 8, which would be 98 points. So Jay has them at 112 points. Coob has them at 104.
98 points, eh?
And I have them at 98, 45, 29, and 8. So dropping by 3 points from last season.
So do you have them in the Pacific, though? Not as a wild card. You think 98 gets you into the top 3 of the Pacific?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, why not?
Hey, it's your fantasy.
Yeah, it's my fantasy. It's my projection.
Leave me alone. That's fair. 45, 29, and 8. Norman a combine. Well, Uke sent in his prediction. He had 53, 23, and 6 for 112. Okay. So him and I have the exact same point total. He had their power play number 1 in the NHL. Norman a combine, 48, 22, and 12. Yeah. Lots of overtime losses. I had 10.
They're a very good overtime team in this era. They were exceptional last year. I have them at 8 instead of 5. I mean, that's a bit of a wild card there, a bit of a pick 'em when it comes to those. All right, so I have them at the lowest total, but we all have them in the playoffs. All right, here's the big moment. Who beats who in the Stanley Cup? Now, what did you say last year? Did I say Predators over Panthers last year at the beginning of the year? I can't, because did you say Jets over Devils?
Yes.
Or did you say Devils over Jets?
Jets over
You
Devils.
said Jets over Devils. I said I think Predators over Panthers. So we didn't do great. Well, I guess the Panthers got in the final and then they won it. So Coob, you will go first. Who beats who in the Stanley Cup final?
The Edmonton Oilers will face off against the Toronto Maple Leafs in the Stanley Cup final for next year. The Edmonton Oilers winning the Stanley Cup.
How many games?
7.
Oh.
Right down to the wire.
I also have the Edmonton Oilers winning the Stanley Cup in 6 games over the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Oh, are you serious? You guys both took the same thing.
Look at that.
Okay.
Oh. Hey, we didn't plan this together.
No, we don't talk off the show.
All right. I'm modifying,
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm modifying my pick on the fly. As I have said, the theme for my predictions this year, and I may not do this every year, the theme for my prediction this year is coaching. We have a couple of very good coaches in new places. Hence why I'm picking Quenneville to lead Anaheim into the postseason as a wild card. I'm picking Sullivan to help the New York Rangers. And then we have Montgomery, who took over the Blues mid-season last year, and I think they were the number 1 team after the Four Nations face-off. So therefore, along those lines, I'm going to pick the St. Louis Blues to beat the New York Rangers in the Stanley Cup. The John Davidson Bowl, some would call it. If anybody gets that reference.
St. Louis over New York in what? How many games?
Okay, 7. I don't know.
Well, you know who's winning the Stanley Cup. You'd think you'd know how many games.
I would guess. Well, I'm not going to guess because I was reading preseason predictions that the St. Louis Blues will not be predicted by many to win the Stanley Cup. I may be the only one on an established media outlet. People in St. Louis may not be picking the Blues to win the Stanley Cup, but I've seen enough in my life that I know it's a long journey between now and the postseason. Again, Montgomery's a good coach. Binnington's he's a scrappy wild. That kid's a scrappy wildcat between the pipes. Watch out for Binnington. He'll swipe you with that paw. I'm picking the Blues over the Rangers in the Stanley Cup final.
I like it. It's different. I'm interested to see what the Rangers do this year. I mean, I think they're going to, well, fair to say they will improve on last year's record, Reid? I mean, nobody knows for certain, obviously, but I mean, last year they finished with 85 points.
Sorry, which team?
The Rangers.
Yeah, and they made a lot of changes. I mean, they have good players. They have a good goalie.
Yes.
And they have an established coach.
Very underwhelming last year.
I did have Toronto down, and I changed it when both of you guys had Toronto.
Well, I can change my Toronto to New Jersey.
Oh, no, you're good.
Okay. I still think New Jersey's one of these teams that's just going to go.
They're going to pop? Well, they got those two It Boys. Those two Hughes kids.
The two Hughes brothers.
All right, and then your overly specific or off-topic topic prediction for William Huff, what was that again?
Connor McDavid wins both the Hart and Rocket Richard Trophy.
All right, and I'm going to say that Peter DeBoer is the head coach of the Kings by New Year's Day.
That is brilliant.
Well, we'll see. And then they can trade for Ottinger.
Wow, that's specific. Should we do another limerick?
Yeah, let's do it.
This one comes in from VR. Oh, no, this is another one from... Nope.
Did we read this one already?
Yeah, twice
Too many
now.
emails.
Twice now. It's not getting read third time. Sorry, Coob.
How about this from Atif?
No, I do have one from
Do we have one
VR.
or not? What's going on? We're in a time warp.
I do. This comes in from VR Montenegro. Happy birthday to the head of the Glue Crew. I've been a fan since his EST debut. He is always genuine, hot takes and grand opine. But today's play of the day is Le Poo Poo.
That's awesome.
Well done, VR.
We talk about going out on a limb. Atif has the Oilers over Boston in the Cup final.
Whoa.
That is quite a pick because Boston is picked by most to not be within sniffing distance of the postseason. So, Atif, you are putting your wheels out on a limb. Good for you. I don't mind that.
That's good.
Mark, are we writing that down?
Yeah.
Atif Oilers Boston Cup final. That is something.
Oilers over Boston. Boston.
Bah.
In 7. See, he says
Specifically
7.
in 7. Well, okay.
Fun.
All right, so there you have it. Guaranteed to be correct. Coob and Jay, Oilers over Leafs in the Cup final. I'm taking Blues over Rangers. It's going to be fun. We have your Alberta Blue Cross courageous moment when we get back.
Ike Howard and David Tomasek have both been recalled from the Condors after they were loaned to the team yesterday. James Hamblin heads back the other way in the move, with Zach Hyman being placed on long-term injured reserve for the Oilers. Hyman, out until November, continues to recover from a wrist injury. And the NHL season is underway. About 6.5 minutes left in the third period between the Blackhawks and Panthers. Florida up 3-2 in that one. Later tonight, the Penguins challenge the Rangers, and the Kings meet the Avs. In Elks news, Jared Brinkman, Nick Anderson were both absent from practice. Brinkman out with a toe and shoulder injury. Anderson with a hip issue. And MLB action, Toronto and New York throwdown for Game 3 of their series. Jays leading the Yankees 2-0 with their first chance to move on. First pitch just after 6, Shane Bieber, the starter for Toronto. And right now, the Tigers and Mariners are runless top of the third. J.P. Crawford batting for the Mariners. Jackson Flaherty pitching on the other side. No outs with a runner on second base. The Reid Wilkins Show wraps up following the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
EST Afternoons.
Ari Shapiro from Old Man Bleeding Blue podcast. Vlad Guerrero, first 2 games, home run in the first game, the grand slam in game 2. What have you made of Vladdy?
What we witnessed in the last few games was the comeuppance, the schadenfreude, as they say, of a man who's found a way to endear himself to every fan. The Gold Glove defense is the shock.
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
The Alberta Snowmobile and Power Sports Show is back October 17th and 18th at the Edmonton Expo Center. See the 2026 lineup of sleds, ATVs, decks, GMC trucks, gear, and accessories. Meet 13-time X Games pro athlete Levi Lavalle. Presented by GMC. AlbertaSnowmobileshow.com.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Yes, quite a festive birthday for you, Jason Milne. I do enjoy watching you on Edmonton Sports Talk, 3 to 6 p.m. every day. You know, if you have some memories for your birthday you'd like put together, perhaps bound in a book, I could take care of that for you, as I am the bookbinder of Alberta, the last one. Please give me some work, Mr. Milne.
A very festive edition of the Canadian Brewhouse studio, as it is Jay's birthday. Pizza Sunday is back at the Canadian Brewhouse after 4 p.m. Grab an 8-inch 2-topping pizza for just $9.99. Wash it down with $6.99 doubles and $1 off Bud Light tankers. All right, good stuff. Okay, so we have learned something, sort of.
Yeah, well, we're watching this Seattle-Detroit game, and the catcher for Detroit booted the ball through his legs, and the base runner for Seattle came home. And it was a really close play at the plate, and Reid and I are looking at the slow-mo, and it looked very close to a tie. And I said, well, a tie goes to the runner. Reid says, no. You're misunderstood, young man.
Yes.
And I said, Reid, you're misunderstood. I've been told this my whole life, that a tie in baseball goes to the runner.
Yeah, I had this. I learned. I used to think that, and I had a colleague in the sales department in Lloydminster a while ago, and I said that to him. He's like, that is not true. He goes, either the runner beats the ball or he doesn't. He goes, it's not true that a tie goes to the runner. The official baseball rule book says a runner is out when the ball beats him to the base. It does not mention anything about a tie. So the umpire must determine if the ball beat the runner or if the runner beat the ball. The ump does not say that's a tie.
But if it's a tie, then technically the ball does not beat the runner to the plate. Technically.
All I'm telling you is that's not a rule that a tie goes to the runner.
Right.
The rule is the ump decides what happened first.
Wow.
Yeah, so there you go.
Happy birthday to me.
It certainly is. All right, let's dive into your Alberta Blue Cross courageous moment. Running your own small business takes courage, and as it grows, so does your team. That's why Alberta Blue Cross offers health, dental, life, disability, and wellness benefits designed just for small businesses. Because we know a healthy team means a thriving business. Visit ab.bluecross.ca to find a plan that's right for you.
I'm throwing out my, I'm not throwing out. I'm nominating my wife and daughters for courageous.
Throwing out his family.
Throwing out the wife and kids.
That's how he celebrated his birthday.
That's how we celebrated the birthday. Coob's got a video he's going to put up. This is a time lapse of a little bit of a courageous moment that happened at our house today. So as I mentioned earlier, my wife has her own business. She received a shipment today, and the kids and her unloaded the entire container by themselves. So Coob's going to throw that up. Let's have a look at it and just admire these. Look at this thing, Reid.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, they're just giving her. Grandma's in there. Girls, my wife. What a team! Look at that teamwork.
That's busy stuff.
That's busy. That's a beehive. So they got her all done. It went smooth as could be. Very proud. You see Coop the Corgi's in there. Hey, Reid.
Is he helping?
Oh, yeah. He's carrying boxes on his back.
He looks quite fast at this.
He's a speedy going.
Looks
Yeah,
like he's really going.
He's really fast. So that was my courageous moment as I sit here at work watching videos of them come in.
So how much of that were you there for?
0.
Oh, somebody else took that photo and sent that video.
I think one of the daughters set up a time-lapse video of them emptying this container. So kudos to them. That was very well done. Round of clicks for the Fam Jam. Well done. Appreciate you guys. And they got me a birthday gift early this morning. Did I already talk about it? It's the
coffee. So
explain
it again.
So it's concentrated coffee. So you take two tablespoons and you put it in your to-go mug.
So like it's a glob?
No, it's liquid, but it's like concentrated.
Okay.
So you put it in and you add your water or your milk. You put your iced coffee and you're out the door.
So is it specifically meant to be served cold?
Well, it's meant for convenience.
Because you like cold coffee, which is not something I'm into. Well,
I love cold coffee.
But you'll just get coffee with ice in it.
Yes,
basically. My coffee machine is so good.
Oh, I'm happy for you.
I'm a very lucky young man.
I got
to get some more beans. I got to go to Fox.
Yes,
you got to go to Fox Coffee on 104th.
You should. I'll bring you some beans.
Tonight.
I got a bag.
I got some beans for you.
Some beans for you, boy.
Who'd ever heard of putting beans on your dog?
Chris says, "What the heck are in those boxes?" I think he means. Well, my wife, she manufactures and imports horse blankets.
Right.
So if you have horses in your life,
it's not meth. Visit Chris. Settle down, Chris. It's not meth. This is not Breaking Bad.
Chill out, man.
This is not Breaking Bad or Dawson.
If you're looking for a birthday gift or a wedding gift or a marriage, what is Christmas? Christmas gift.
Christmas. Yes. That's
AJEquinespy.com.
All right. That is the Alberta Blue Cross Courageous Moment. In the final minutes of the show, that means words of the day, baby.
The word of the day with Reid and Jay.
I struggled yesterday.
Did I break your concentration?
Words. What do they got to say?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you.
Difficult words yesterday.
English, do you speak
Sometimes I pull those out. Sometimes I don't.
You know what I'm saying?
That's okay. It's about the journey, not the destination, Jay.
You got it, man.
X-Ray Jay wishing you a happy 50th.
Thanks, X-Ray. I sure do feel lucky to be celebrating my Dungolly 50th birthday here on October 7th, 2025. Okay, first word of the day, candor. Candor.
Well, I think there's a couple ways this can be spelled, depending on what nation you're from. C-A-N-D-O-R. And candor, means sort of honesty or directness, perhaps when even talking about maybe a difficult subject, where it's like, maybe one day I'm like, Jay, you don't smell very good today. And then you take that information home and you buy some deodorant, and a week later, people are starting to compliment you on how you smell and your personal habits. And you pull me aside and say, Reid, thank you for your candor regarding my stench last week. I've really cleaned myself up.
That is so well described.
I don't know why I use that as an example, because you're a very well-groomed 50-year-old man.
Thank you. That's hilarious.
How close was I to the exact wording of the definition?
Very close.
Yes.
Very close.
The kid is hot tonight. Whoa. So hot tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hot tonight.
Yeah, so hot tonight.
Second word of the day.
Got it bad. Got it bad.
I'm hot for teacher.
Hot for teacher.
I got it bad. Oh, so bad.
So bad.
I'm hot for teacher. Second word of the day, premiate.
Say again?
Premiate.
Well, I think I could spell it because it sounds like an obvious spelling.
It is.
So I'll just go with the obvious spelling. P-R-E-M-I-A-T-E. Premiate. Now, I don't know what this means. Pre usually means before, prior to. So I don't know what meate means. So I'm going to say, now if I take a stab at it now, can you still give me a sentence, or do I forfeit the whole point if I'm wrong here? I can't remember.
Reid, if I could find a sentence, I would.
Is this
Yeah. I got it.
Okay.
Shoot.
I hope that I will say this is premiate is it is the something that happens before dawn. That was a lame guess.
Okay, so I'll use it in a sentence here. Later this month, as per usual, every month here at EST, Dustin premiates one of the employees as employee of the month.
It is to give someone a title, name someone to a position or title. No, I don't know.
It's to grant a prize or an award.
To grant a prize.
I think you know what?
I said to be bestowed a title, basically. So I failed. I spelled it correctly.
Well, you still got 1.5.
I did not know. I wouldn't have thought that that's what that meant. So I broke down the word. It has nothing to do with prior to or before.
It's
or
a trick word, man.
It is a trick word. But I got 3 out of 4.
Yeah.
That's 75%. Hey.
No, you got 3.5 out of 4. No, I
got 3 out of 4.
3 out of 4.
But if all the Blue Jays batters went 3 for 4 tonight, they will win convincingly.
Unless all the Yankees batters go 4 for 4.
Then that would be
a toss.
That game would take forever.
It's really dark out right now.
Well, it's the sun's going down earlier.
We getting a storm rolling through?
It's stormy out.
Is there a storm brewing?
There's a storm brewing.
There's a storm brewing outside.
Hey, buddy, happy birthday.
Thank you, Reid.
Awesome day today. The stream resumes at 6:04 tomorrow. And, of course, the Nielsen Show is also on 95.7 Cruise FM. Oilers game day tomorrow. Regular season starts for them. On behalf of Zachary Kubish and the birthday man, Jay Milne, I'm Reid Wilkins. Take care.
Dun, da, da, da.